Watch your peas and your dicks. Hey.
Yeah.
Night. See you in a little bit. I gotta put on some deodorant.
You stink.
I just smelt myself.
Smell like an old dead skunk.
I showered too, but you know, sometimes.
Yeah, dude. You got to have that extra powder under your armpits and your taint.
Hey, I think we're live.
Huh?
I think we're live. Yep, perfect timing. Everyone knows that I didn't have any deodorant on.
That's okay. No one judges for it.
I knew that would happen.
Mike's going that French way. Oh, natural.
I'm not shaving these armpits. Oh, I gotta turn off this thing. Make sure there's no echo. Hey guys!
Hello.
How the fuck's it going out there in Jumanji land?
Did someone roll a 6 or an 8?
What is up? Dark Harvest, Clinton, Blu-ray Addict, Tomo, Simone, JK, Mizzy, JT Customs, Kelly Barkley, Derek B. I do stink, and I need you to send me a turtle. Katie, Marco, Vanessa. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. 408ster, Jay Cuddy, Michael Stirrup, Blair, Thunderwolf. I like that name, Thunderwolf. It's a good name for your wiener. They call me Thunderwolf.
Yeah. Or the turd that you just left in the toilet. I just left a big old Thunderwolf in there. I hope nobody has to go clean it up.
Goodbye, Thunderwolf. See you on the other side.
I loved you for 20 minutes when we were having that bonding experience in the saloon.
Friday night fights. Fight.
Andrew Wolf said, "Don't distract me. I'm driving." Watch out! Oh shit.
Dude, my wife does that all the time. She has this thing where anything, like the slightest thing that surprises her comes up, she'll go, and she'll do that while she's looking at her phone, and someone will say something stupid on Facebook, and I'll be like, God damn it!
Yeah, dude. I can't stand getting in the car with people that go, like when you're driving, they go, I'm like, stop!
I know, dude. It's the fucking worst.
Courtney's here, by the way, sent a lovely gif of, woo! Ric Flair.
What's up, Mercurio80? Thanks, man. It says, hey, Micah J, how are you two sexy beasts? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real nice. I'm happy to be here with you fuckle-roonies tonight.
Feeling good in the neighborhoods, yes.
You fuck-alias.
I am still slightly a little sick, not the blow-vid or anything like that, but Mike and I tried some lovely and disgusting at the same fucking time, actually it was just pure disgusting, scotch. And that was my first time ever doing scotch, and my shit is still reverberating from the other night.
Were you hungover or you only had a sip?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking bad. Like, my insides rebelled. It was a whole new revolutionary war going down in my intestines. It was the worst fucking thing I've ever had.
You only had a sip, dude. I think it's in your head.
I know, but no, dude, it burned. It burned for like even the next day, dude. I had the screaming demons coming out of my asshole. Like, it was the worst thing ever, dude.
That's crazy. I actually felt really bad the next morning, dude. I felt really bad. And I didn't have anything but beer. It was horrible. I did not like it at all. I ate fast food 3 times the next day, dude. I woke up and had a spicy chicken sandwich for breakfast from Wendy's. I had Taco Bell for lunch, and then I had
feeling good.
I had a breakfast pizza for dinner from Walmart.
That's living your best life right there.
It was delicious.
That's living your best life.
Absolutely.
And then afterwards, I just sat on my porch and drank a beer and threw beer cans at the children in the kiddie pool.
Vominos, children, vominos. Church Jackson's here. He says, love me and tell my date hi. Ooh, Church has got a date over. I wonder if she's got it in my
Church's date.
You better protect your butt tonight.
I hope it goes well.
You better treat him like a gentleman, Church.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Ken, whoa, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, buddy. He says, this is where the fun begins. Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun!
That's what you want to say to every girl. This is where the fun begins. But she's like, more like mediocre roller coaster ride.
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
I think it's fun.
You're going to die. Thanks so much, Ken. Love you, man. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Goddamn, Brittany. Brittany's always dropping fucking bombs, man. Jesus, Lord Almighty in heaven. Brittany and Rovanary. She says, hey, guys, I know I've been silent for a bit. A lot going on. Just want to support my faves. Love you guys. Hope all's well. We love you, Brittany. You're the fucking...
Thank you, Brittany.
You're the best.
Love you.
Way to kick off this bitch. The absolute goddamn top of the line. I love your face, and I love the way your voice sounds in the middle of the night. That sounded weird. I didn't mean it like that. Skillium! Skillium's here as well.
Skillium?
Skillium Shatner.
Wow.
Simone, I am drinking Mountain Dew, and there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it at all.
What, in your drink?
Yep, just Mountain Dew.
Bitch, we're not in Hook.
Mountain Dew Zero.
You're not going to do the fantasy things like, you're doing it, Peter. You're playing with us.
What is everybody else drinking tonight? Jay, what are you drinking in your red cup?
Scotch. Fuck no, dude. It's just the good old fashions.
That would be funny as hell, dude. You guys will see Jay try Scotch on the live stream or on the unboxing this week when it comes out. Thanks, by the way, Kevlar, for that. It's fucking hilarious, but it'd be funny if that was the thing that turns you off of Michelob Ultra. Like all of a sudden you're just a Scotch drinker. You're like 4 fingers deep. Scotch.
You know, it would make sense if I'm going to do Loomis then. Because that motherfucker would just be on Scotch constantly.
Yeah,
going.
Loomis would drink. I feel like Loomis would drink Scotch or gin.
Bourbon.
I think it's
gin.
Gin, bourbon.
Maybe gin. Yeah.
He seems like a gin guy. Aviator gin.
Oh yeah. Courtney says open your Facebook messages.
I can't. My Facebook's all fucked up, dude. It's been going butt shit.
He wants you to see his tattooed dick.
Oh,
look at
I'll
this.
I'll fix it for that. Believe me.
Yeah. As soon as Mike sees that shit, it's like this magic moment.
A whole new world
when your lips are close to mine.
Billy Jordan, thanks, man. He says, "What's up, Mike and Jay? Tonight should be an interesting one. I hope you're both having a great night." Thank you, brother. I hope you're having a great night too. I think it'll be a good one, and we should kick it off with that. By the way, get this fucking count rolling. We got Courtney. I guess Vanessa's counting again tonight. Vinny will be here late.
I'd imagine
because he works hard for the money. All right. You guys want to see the list? If you haven't seen it already on social media today, thanks so much, Drew Clayton. He says, "God damn, it's good to see your sexy faces after a long week. Can't wait for this fight tonight. So many great vampire flicks." Thank you, Drew. It's going to be a bloodbath, and then we're going to drink the blood off of out of the bath.
Yeah, we're gonna bathe in that shit like that rave scene at the very beginning of Blade
with a straw.
Like, what's wrong, baby?
Dun,
like,
dun, dun, dun. That was my.
This shit is off the chain.
Mike Ravage says, "I can see clearly now. The rain is gone." James Jackson, thanks so much, man. He says the best Scotch is Dewars. Dewars reached too far.
I think the best Scotch is Zero. I'm sorry, man. I know there are Scotch drinkers out there and they love it, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Aaron Rodgers.
By the way, dude, I got this new setup where I'm using this new microphone. I hope it sounds a little bit better, but it is like so many goddamn wires extra in here now. Like I feel like a retired Radio Shack guy. Just took a bunch of shit.
It's okay.
And, like I'm hanging out in my fucking basement.
At least you don't look like the guy like piloting planes at the beginning of Top Gun now.
No, dude, I swear to God, this makes me feel like I'm Woody Harrelson in 2012, like the crazy fucking guy that he is in the mountains. And he's like a conspiracy theory.
I want to listen to that show, by the way, for sure. Thanks so much, Jay Jackson. Brandon Barry says, "Who's the dark horse for tonight?" Well, let's see. Sutter, thanks, man. He says, "Hey, what's up, guys? How are you, sexy son of bitches? Doing well, feeling good, feeling smooth in the night." Ooh. Let's look at the bracket for tonight. You guys ready to begin the fight? Test your might. Bum, bum, bam, bum, bam. Oh, God, that's just Jay's face. Holy shit. Look at it. Look at his fucking face. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Dude, oh, my God. That scared the shit out of me. I really thought I just broke the fucking microphone.
Oh, shit. Here, I'll fix it. I can make it cool again, Steven. There we go. I'll fix it. Hang on. Now.
I feel like these microphones. What are these? It's the earbuds, is what the fuck it is. I think it's this earbud.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm gonna complain all fucking night,
Barbara.
Look, these earbuds suck.
Hang on, I'm trying to make it. God damn you, Stevenson! Come here when I call for ginger ale.
Tomo Gato says, "Jay, Mike, Liu Kang. Fight." I always liked the Mortal Kombat when they added in Reptile. When they did Reptile. That was always my favorite scene in Mortal Kombat. When that motherfucker shows up and that like cool ass music pops out. Man, that's like my favorite scene in Mortal Kombat ever.
I'm trying to fix this damn thing. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying.
Yeah, everybody's calling Lost Boys as the early winner. I could see it. How's the noodles, Michael?
There we go.
My own brother, a shit-sucking goddamn vampire. He called him a shit-sucking goddamn vampire.
All right, so what you see here is the list. This is the bracket for tonight. After a long, hard walk on the mile, this is tonight's Friday Night Fights. Jay, if you look at your screen, you'll notice it as well. To the left is a picture of me enjoying a margarita, naked.
Oh, that's wonderful.
In the sands of
and
the
who's the
dunes.
young gentleman that's doing it in his man bikini that's serving it
His
to
name's Finn. He's from Svetlandia.
I thought it was Church's date.
Oh, shit. I didn't know it was that photo. Yoinks, says mine. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. As far as like okay, a dark horse that could maybe make a... I'm going to agree with somebody else in the chat. I mean, they're not necessarily... I wouldn't say a dark horse, but I think Blade could knock some titties around here.
I think Blade it could be a good dark horse.
I think Blade could get some tits in.
I'll go with that one too. Ricardo Diaz, thank you by the way. The Let the Right One In was in. If you guys don't follow us on Facebook and Twitter, we did a play-in bracket today, and Let the Right One In, 30 Days of Night, Horror of Dracula, all sorts of other vampire films were in the play-in bracket, and the winner of the play-in bracket is Bram Stoker's Dracula, which why our first matchup of tonight is going to be, oh God, why? It's going to be an interview with the vampire versus Bram Stoker's Dracula. You see that?
I'm glad you said it correctly because somebody was getting real upset on Facebook. It's like, it's not interview with a vampire. It's interview with the vampire. You stupid fuck.
Well, I don't
Christian
care.
Slater is only interviewing one person. It's the vampire.
Any vampire. It just needs a job, Greg.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm kind of guilty of that myself. It's like, hey man, you ever seen interviewing an vampire or something like that? And they're like, what? It's like, I mean, the vampire.
So that bracket's all fucked up looking, but we'll try to get it right. Let me get these super chats real quick, and then we'll get the count going, my friend. We'll get the count going, my friend.
Andrea says, question, if Morbius was out, would it count or no? Fuck yeah, it would. He's a vampire.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be good enough to make the top
still vampire.
8 greatest vampire movies of all time, but it would have made the play-in bracket. Mercurio80, thanks, man. He says, a toast to Cody and Vanessa for always coming through every Friday night.
You mean, did he say Cody?
Yeah, he said Cody. I think he means Courtney.
I mean, it's Courtney.
That's okay.
It's Courtney.
We probably made it sound like we said Cody. John Smith, how's Pocahontas? He says, well, I struck out with the sheriff's daughter. Here's your $10. Timing wasn't primo. Sorry about that, John Smith.
It's all good.
Tell Pocahontas we said hi.
Oh, fuck.
Thanks, man. Greg Harris, thanks, man. He says, Michael J., you guys are the best friends I wish I had in Nashville. We're not that fucking far. Actually, I'm going to Tennessee next week.
Tennessee.
You're
going to Tennessee next week?
Yeah.
You tell me that, bitch.
Not next week.
Why?
Week after next week. So we're doing, and thanks to Vinny for this, by the way, this week we're doing vampires. Next week we're doing werewolves. Then's my vacation, and then the week after that we're doing werewolves versus vampires.
Well, then I got my vacation coming up in 2 weeks.
Where you going?
Paris.
My butt.
Kentucky. I'm just gonna walk. Paris, Kentucky is so small. You could just stand at Main Street and you've seen the entire city.
It's true.
Everything is just there.
I've been there. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go to Warsaw, Kentucky. That's the smallest fucking.
I've stayed there before when trying to go to the casino.
Yeah. Those motherfuckers are still running like those big ass antennas from like the old like 1940s TVs. Like, that shit's scary out there.
No, we're going to Gatlinburg, getting a cabin and social distancing for the week. We're gonna get a bunch of food and put it in coolers, so we're just gonna stay in that fucking cabin all week long because we don't want to bring back the COVID. Yeah, it does. It's got an outdoor hot tub in the mountains, nice. Bitch.
Just be careful when you use any kind of energy drinks. You don't want to do a hot tub time machine.
Oh God, Lugal.
Because quick, what color is Michael Jackson? Black. Oh my God!
I want to go back and discover Lugal. Brandon T, thanks, man. He says, you guys are awesome. Maybe it's just me, but Jay resembles the cartoon version of Charlie Day, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think it's awesome. LOL. Keep up the good work. It's not just you, dude. We hear that all the time.
I'll take it, I guess. I wish I had his money.
It's not a bad thing. Yeah.
I wish I had his money.
It could be worse. I get compared to...
Give me that money, Charlie!
I get called fucking Danny McBride. Someone put a picture of a redneck and a mullet, a fat redneck and a mullet, and they're like, it looks like Mike.
But if you were Danny McBride, you'd be working on Halloween.
That's true. I mean, I'll take his money as well, sir. I really will. Ricardo, we answered that one, Ricardo. Stray Bullet says, from dusk till dawn all the way, hey, would you guys do a ranking of the best horror badasses like Ash, Dr. Loomis, Seth Gecko,
that'd be a good
that'd be a really good one, man. That's a good idea.
That'd be a fun one, man. That's a good fucking idea. We stealing it.
I want to
stealing it.
I will take it.
We're stealing it.
Reb Harris 040981. Is that your birth date or your password? Either way, thank you very much. He says, Jay, I want to pet your beard. Will you let him?
You're allowed to whenever you want. Just come on over. I charge $2 for 2 minutes. Anything after that, it's anybody's game.
I get 10%.
And if you gotta ask about it, buddy, you can't afford it.
All right. With that being said,
yeah, dude, I was gonna say we're the worst hosts ever, dude. We're like, all right, we're gonna get into it.
I know.
25 minutes later, we're gonna get into it.
I make you tease it. I mean,
Did you go cross-eyed?
I tease it.
My word, I've gone cross-eyed.
All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, here it comes. I'm so excited. All right, the first vote is gonna be an interview with the vampire versus Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So here's how you do it. Do not vote until we give the special call sign, which in this case will be flugas. When I say flugas, you're gonna type in your box one time. Do not vote more than once, or your vote will not count. You're gonna type in your box either Interview with the Vampire or Bram Stoker's Dracula, whichever movie you think is better, whichever movie you want to win. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Get ready, because...
Are you ready for the sex, girl?
Fluga! Vote now! Vote
That sounds like
now.
something you would say that you would act when you like actually when like you were sneezing, but like some like loogie came out of the back of your throat. You're like fluga. I'm sorry. Like I just fluged on you. I'm fluga. They're like, what's fluga? It's a mixture of snot from my nose and a loogie from my
Fluga!
Phlegm, I guess is the correct term.
Oh man, Jay, which one do you like better? Interview with the Vampire or Bram Stoker's Dracula? Bing, bing, turkey's done.
Well, Mike, I just got to go with such a lovely classic as Bram Stoker's The Dracula.
No, you
I mean,
don't.
It really is romantic, and it really puts me in the mood and the setting. Beautiful, motherfucker! I can smell Bed Bath Beyond candles when I watch that movie. No, it's easy for me. It's Dusk Till Dawn.
No, Interview with the Vampire.
I mean, it's Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody else mentioned they said Dusk Till Dawn is the most quotable movie, and I was reading. I got cockeyed.
We all
like,
know the
I was
winner.
here, and then I was looking at you. Yeah, it's Interview with the Vampire.
We all know the winner is Wes Craven's Signs.
You're goddamn right it is. That's the best ever.
Hey, buddy.
I liked Friday the I love that Jason shows up in that, but he's really supposed to be like just a child, but he's not, and he was having a good time on Elm Street. No, yeah, it's Interview with the Vampire. Dude, I just actually watched that like 2 weeks ago. No, it's been longer than that, maybe a month ago. It's still good, dude. It's still fucking amazing. And it's got so much amazing like actors in it, dude. You got Antonio Banderas, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Christian Slater. Like everybody's in that bitch. Every good-looking dude from the '90s is packed into one punch.
Yeah,
good Jack.
Yeah, I actually do. When I Interview with the Vampire, a lot of people were talking about it on Twitter. We were talking about a lot of people hate that movie as a vampire movie.
Why?
Because they say a lot of the complaints were that Interview with the Vampire made vampires like girly. And Interview with the Vampire was the prerequisite for Twilight. They said there would be no Twilight without Interview with the Vampire. And I'm like, no, man. When I watch Interview with the Vampire, it was so big back in the day. I really like watching it. I think it's really strange and fucked up. And to see Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt go at it like that, sexually and otherwise.
Yeah, in the bed, too.
Yeah.
God damn, they were ruffians.
Dreams.
Well, you know, I looked that up, though. I think a lot of people, they were like, wasn't it? I think it was based on, was it Anne Rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, her novel. And she actually confirmed that they were lovers. Like, Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt were basically lovers. Lestat and whatever his name was. And then they adopted Kirsten Puzzle Face Dunst for their daughter or whatever. So yeah, that was, but they acted off each other so well, and like I don't know, man, like when I was a kid, dude, what fucking scared me, and it was really good. It was like atmospheric building and tension is when Kirsten Dunst feeds Tom Cruise those dead fucking corpses. He's like, have some of this rotted meat, bitch, and he eats that shit, or he sucks it. And he's like, oh, and then when he comes back and he's all like mangled up, and he looks like your ex-wife after you haven't paid her alimony in 3 weeks. And you're like, oh shit, like you're back? Fuck, I thought you were like out of town.
I want to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a few years, man. But I find it weird and sexual and dark and gothic and creepy. I don't see the hate for it personally, but I'm just a piece of shit guy on YouTube.
It was really cool though. I mean, it was one of the better vampire movies for me.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And it's not like I hated Bram Stoker Dracula or anything, but dude, like personally, I just thought it was a little boring. Like, I mean, maybe I've never. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like it wasn't well casted.
No, I forgot. I'm glad you said that. That's what I actually wanted to talk about. Like, Bram Stoker's was in the play-in bracket. Like, it fought its way through 30 Days a Night. It fought the Fright Night remake. All these fucking vampire movies. John Carpenter's Vampires. It beat all these movies. Eventually beating Let the Right One In for the top spot in the play-in bracket to be in this vote today. And I got to be honest with you, man. I always hated that fucking movie. It's like, it's up there with Avatar with me as a movie that I've tried to watch about 1,000 times. And every single time, like 30 minutes in, I'm like, I'm going to watch it. It's like when you go to school, the first day of school, you got your new notebooks, you got all your shit, and you're like, I'm going to learn today. I'm going to get such good grades. And then you sit there and the teacher's like, I'm going to take roll. And you're like, every time I watch it, dude, I just my brain just goes to sleep. Like, it's so fucking bored.
You hear a voice that sounds like nails on a chalkboard, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah." I'm like, I don't want to watch this
the whole semester.
I don't want to watch this honey bun haired motherfucker trying to bang hot chicks.
Dude, I always remember the only scene I really, really solidly remember from that movie is when he licks the blood off the blade. He's like, he fucking eats that motherfucker like it's an ice cream lollipop. He's like,
do that one more time for me, Jay. So huh? Just do that one more time for me.
No, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to have that fucking thing gift.
Well, now it will be just because you said that. Only thing I remember from it, dude, is Keanu Reeves being like, I say, is the castle far? You know?
Yeah,
I was like,
no, and it's funny. It's actually me and Mike were talking about that movie off camera right before we went on. I got Keanu Reeves confused with Johnny Depp because it just seemed like a role that Johnny Depp would fucking do. He's like, they're doing a Dracula movie. I'm totally in it. Do I get to be weird? Do I get to wear like powdered makeup and like make myself grungy and have like a monocle?
If I get to wear white makeup, I'm in.
Well, actually, he probably just looked like he did in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of Johnny Depp today than I was like a month ago because the dude's just going through it, you know?
By the way, oh yeah, he's cool. Well, I never didn't not like him. I just thought his choices in acting was kind of like
exactly. Yeah, I love Johnny Depp, but
you know,
dumb roles.
I don't know. Did we ask fucking Courtney and Vanessa before we
said
that they were ready?
No, we just wrote them. We wrote them hard and
shit from him yet.
We wrote them hard and put them up wet.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was like, maybe he was like, "Fuck y'all!" Like he was like going to be like Bing Rames and Dusk Till Dawn, and he was going to be.
Well, you said Courtney was in the chat, and then I saw Vanessa in the chat, so I just assumed Church Jackson.
No, I know, but we weren't giving them the courtesy. Like, you guys ready or anything like that? We were just like, let's go.
They should be used to our shenanigans by now. Church Jackson says, Jay, can I guest host when Mike is gone?
What?
Church wants to know if he can guest host for me while I'm gone.
Church, take me to church. That's up to Mike, I guess, because I'm not trying to step on no toes. We ain't trying to start no controversy up here and get on TMZ and all sorts of shit like wham over, question mark, the arrival of Church Jackson. Okay, by the way.
Fuck was that?
That
wasn't me, dude.
I don't know what the fuck.
Did you leave your Pornhub on or something?
Yeah. Oh no! Vinny's here. I think that was he popped in on a message. And I was like,
your Facebook, yeah, because I think your Facebook's like your volume's up on your computer or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, we got the results in. God damn it, and we're having a good time right now.
Here we go.
It's gonna be Bram Stoker's Dracula at 59, and dude, this was a close one, just by a fang. Just by a fang.
Shut the fuck up.
Interview with the Vampire is 56.
So Interview got 56, and what Dracula get?
59.
Oh, wow.
3 points, man, by 3 points.
Damn, no one listens to us, Jay.
They don't. I mean, that's okay. We were used to that. Our girlfriends, wives don't listen to us. Nobody listens to us. It was like, hey, can we get some extra salsa? Nobody listens to us.
It was a close vote, though. It was. But you got to give respect, dude. I got to... You got to give respect.
And I want to show his GIF off, though. No, you can't see it. It's Leslie Nielsen when he's doing the Dracula thing.
What's the matter? I got a little one alert. Oh, somebody peed their pants.
Is that?
I got a pee butt here.
Well, you know what happened? You know what happened, dude? She realized that other stupid Bram Stoker won.
She heard me talk about Gary Oldman's weave or his bun.
or just how Gary Oldman looks.
All right, give me 1 sec, man. I gotta go change the diaper. Not a diaper, but you know what I mean. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you.
It's all good. So about 3 points, guys. That's who wins. So we've got Interview with the Vampire marching on. It is gonna march on. I'm gonna pee my pants soon. That's not a lie either. I gotta go toilet. Bill here says Gary Oldman was scary. Yeah, Bill. I mean, I'm not saying that he wasn't scary. Gary Oldman was definitely fucking freaky in that movie. But I just feel like somebody said it right. Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire, he was just fucking vicious, man. Like he had this like he was like, you know, debutante and charming, but he had this edge about him too. Where like, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna fingernail rake your flesh really hard and then bite your throat. I don't know. He was scary, man. You never knew when that fucker would snap. It was like dealing with a tax agent or something. Thunderwolf says no, Jay. I don't know. Okay. Mr. J's, I'm here for Dracula wives bite. Oh yeah, they were hot. I do remember them. I do remember them. Jonathan Nichols says, carry on, Jay. Well, I mean, look, I'm no offense against anybody that you know likes Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like it's like I said, like I thought it was a decent story. It was well told. It was just kind of boring to me. And I feel like if I want to watch a more cinematic, theatrical kind of dramatic telling of a vampire story, I think Interview with the Vampire has got the sexy edge of a '90s movie, and you know, I don't know. It had better actors, in my opinion. Gary Oldman's a legend, definitely, but it just had so many legendary actors in Interview with the Vampire that I think it just stands out. Thank you so much. Ricardo Diaz says, "Where's Blackula?" I don't know. I didn't make this fucking list. I might have put that bitch on there. Let's see. Oh my god, yeah. Vinny says Bill and Ted's Vicious Vampire Tale. You know what? I'd watch the shit out of that. I wish that Bill and Ted, Keanu Reeves, if he had never become a giant acting success story and Alex Winter hadn't really done his thing and they were just doing TV shows, if they were doing an episode of Halloween Time called Bill and Ted's Vicious Vampire Tale, fucking sign me up. I'd watch the shit out of that.
That sounds amazing. I know.
That's what Vinny C. Vinny C was like Bill and Ted's like vampire. Like that would be great.
I want to watch that shit so bad. Sorry about that, guys. My wife has got the kid now. I didn't just like put her in a closet or something. So it's like, where'd the kid go?
I didn't think you did. I just thought you put her outside and said, "No, you don't do that.
You stay out here until I'm done.
You stay out there for 10 minutes.
No, please don't call CPS." My wife asked her now. Eric Olson said, "Joining late. These Friday night fights help me keep me in a lighter mood. I must say my favorite vampire film is Lost Boys or From Dusk Till Dawn." We're on the same page. That's why they're both 1 seeds in the bracket of life. Absolutely. Still didn't put on any deodorant while I was gone. I really got to get on that. Michael Blake, thanks, man. He says, "Here's some beer money. Don't waste it on Michelob."
I will.
I will, good sir.
By the way, Thunderwolf really likes you. Because all I saw him do, I swear he just said, I don't even know what he was referring to. He said, "No, Jay." And then when you came back, he was like, "Hey, Mike." I was like, what did I do?
I'm used to that on your side. So I need some people on my side.
No, I didn't.
Thanks, Thunderwolf.
Like, why?
Love
what
me.
happened, Thunderwolf?
Flavor Dave, thanks, man. He says, "Jay."
I feel like Thunderwolf is like he sounds like a DLC character from Mortal Kombat, like the extra skin that you would get for Night.
That's what I'm gonna say next time. Next time someone's like, "I don't know, I like Jay better. He's just got dreamy eyes." I'm gonna be like, "Don't make me break out the Thunderwolf, bitch."
That does sound like a magical item that I don't want to
Flavor Dave, thanks a lot, man. He says, "Jay, when Mike's on his trip, you should go into his house and sleep naked on his side of the bed." Well, I mean, that's where he sleeps anyway.
Yeah, so, I'm already there half the time.
It's all good. Mike, can Thor vote, please? Yeah. That's a good one, Michelle. I wish Thor could vote.
I must be late as fuck, dude, because some of these super chats are coming in and I didn't even fucking see them.
I don't know. Ricardo Diaz says, "Where's Blackula?"
I answered him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you.
I just said I didn't make the list, so I don't fucking know. I might throw that shit on there.
That's perfect. That's fair, I guess. Vedney, thanks, man. It says, "Where should I send fan art?" If you look at the bottom of all our YouTube videos in the description, we got a P.O. box in there for some good shit. Thank you, by the way. Corvette, thanks, says, "Subway Famuch."
Subway sandwich.
Blood Red Skies says, speaking of black vamps, worst vampire in Brooklyn. That almost made the list for me, man.
I do know.
Did.
Yeah.
That's
a good one. That's a weird one, though. That's such a weird movie. Because you think Eddie Murphy right away, you're like, oh, it's just a straight up slapstick comedy.
And Wes Craven.
There's a lot of viciousness in that bitch.
Dude, I was gonna have what we do in the shadows be in the top list. Like I was gonna have it as a high.
Oh yeah, that's a
great fucking vampire movie, man. But I put it in the play-on bracket because it got voted off originally. Put it in the play-on bracket and it got beat by the Fright Night remake in round 1, man. A 4 seed upset a 1 seed in round 1. It was crazy. Intel Wild says, Jay, be honest while Mike's gone. How big is it?
Like his mind? I mean, I guess it's standard.
You said it was a good size.
By the way, when someone says it's a good size, it's usually not.
Thanks, man. Cordless Cord. That's an awesome name, by the way. Thank you. Says, have you guys seen Battle Royale 2000 Japanese film? I came across it yesterday and just bought the Blu-ray. About to watch it. Wait till after the stream, dude. God. About to watch it. Is it good? Heard it's great and that it was banned from the U.S. a long time ago. I did hear that as well. Almost watched it several times back when it was a hot thing. I never got around to it, so I can't actually answer. Did you ever watch Battle Royale, Jay?
Battle Royale?
Yeah, it's like a horror Hunger Games.
No, I think is it on Netflix?
I don't know. No, it's banned in the U.S.
Maybe I saw like the cover. I never seen it though.
Yeah, sorry, man. I wish we could answer that question, but neither of us has seen it. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to be like some other people that act like they've seen shit and be like, yeah, totally, it was the greatest film of all time. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Man, fucking produced it.
I liked it. I liked the cinematography.
Yeah, it was really great. I especially love when the unicorn flies in.
You can't be too specific because that'll give away that you've seen it. You know.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah.
Stray Bullet says Tom Brady the GOAT. Go Patriots. Tank for Trevor Lawrence. You're gonna take Jared Stidham and Cam Newton, and you're gonna fucking like it. That's all you get.
I think Cody paid somebody. I think Cody paid somebody.
Patriots fans need to go the hard way and learn what it's like to fucking suck for at least 2,000 to 12,000 years after all the success you guys have had. But I love you. Thank you very much. Bernie Gambano! Thanks, man. He says, yellow hearts for you guys and everyone in the chat. Lastly, I love John Carpenter's Vampires and What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, man.
Me too, man, and neither of them made it out of the play-in bracket. Sucks.
John Carpenter's Vampire is like one of to me, in my opinion, like the second best vampire, maybe the number one vampire if I had to pick overall. Like, what's the most scariest or the scariest vampire villain of all time?
Yeah,
it's the fucking guy in John Carpenter's Vampire. Like that motherfucker's awesome.
I won't go that far with you, but I knew you'd be pissed it wasn't on the list.
Well, I knew. I mean, everybody's gonna pick Kiefer Sutherland, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, he was badass.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the next vote. Sorry for my haberdashery. That doesn't make sense.
Haberdashery? You opened up a shop along the
way? So, all right, next vote is Vanessa. Are you ready? I'm sorry, Vanessa. I know you love the Pats. Yeah, Greg Harris, Titans fucked the Pats up. What happened there?
Yeah, well, I think Courtney's a big Pats fan, too.
Yeah, that's true. So's Ricardo. Sorry, guys. Todd, yeah, and Todd as well. There's a lot of fucking Pats fans here. What the shit? Anyways, all right. Next, Courtney, are you ready? Vanessa, are you ready? We'll be polite this time and ask.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's going to go over well since we just insulted their teams. Well, I didn't really insult them, but...
Green Bay back.
I like the Giants, the New York Giants.
James Jackson says, no Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, LOL. That movie
you know what?
Sucked,
I heard that, like, there was a lot of people that, liked that.
Oh, I hated that piece of shit.
I know. It was just, like, why? What happened?
Church says, why is it The Forsaken on this list, Mike? Man, I couldn't put every fucking vampire movie in history on the list. I did a playing bracket and everything. I did my best. I feel like fucking Dane Cook. I did my best.
You're going to start sweating and crying from your
A lot of people wanted the Billy Idol vampire movie, The Hunger. What is that called?
You ever seen that?
No, I've never seen it.
That's a weird-ass fucking movie. I think there's a lesbian scene with Susan Sarandon and another chick.
Well, that sounds pretty good. But, I mean, if you've seen it, do you think it should have made the list?
I mean, for jack-off material. But, I mean, I'm easy to please. So, maybe it had a good story, but that's all I remember.
Vanessa just gave an engagement ring. No, those are Super Bowl titles. God damn it. What's up, Sean Davis, you piece of shit?
That's how we greet our friends. Hey, what's up, cock smoker? You cock guzzler, Sean Davis. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna see you in church next week. You fuckface.
That's better than me and you. Like me and you was like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, I hope you die. Like, wait, what?
We do that all the time. I know. We actually text each other. It's like, I'm glad you're gonna die.
I woke up this morning and I was just overcome with the relief to knowing that one day you will die. Not you, Sean.
Did she text you? I guess they're ready. I don't know.
I haven't seen anything from them yet saying that they're ready. See, this is what happens when we try to be nice. Are you ready for the sex, girl?
I don't know what Crazy Minor 26. Jay's the first video he sees kind of guy.
Porn?
I guess, yeah.
I get picky. I got to get real picky. I don't know. What is it with porn and everything being stepdad shit? Okay, all right. I was almost going to go on a tangent there. All right, they're ready. So next up, we'll switch it up a little bit. We'll go to the other 1-4 seed. We're going to have the Lost Boys versus Near Dark as this one. So, Jay, what's the call sign going to be this time around, you piece of shit?
Some vampires always trying to suck shit uphill.
All right, so when Jay says that, and when I type vote now, you're going to vote. Now, remember, don't vote more than once. Type in the Lost Boys or Near Dark for your favorite movie. And, Jay?
Some vampires trying to suck shit uphill. And that's my very best blade. But by the way, and I know he doesn't say that.
Vote now, everybody. Start your vote.
By the way, everybody's correct, and they're saying it's David Bowie, not Billy Idol.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Well, why don't you just fucking, like, I'll try to survive and live my life knowing that I failed you.
It's a nice day to fuck this up again.
Is he the guy that sings, David
Bowie, yeah. David Bowie, yeah.
No, I know. I was just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, get on with it. Get on with that vote.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you guys are going to even have to count this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is,
I'm
calling it. I'm calling it like a Little League baseball game after 9 runs. There's no chance in fuck Near Dark's going to win this. All I see is Lost Boys.
There's some a little underground, following for that. Like, there's a lot of chicks that really fucking dug David Bowie as like a sexy vampire god kind of thing. Because I mean, he's like, that motherfucker is like a rock star, and he's a vampire, and his shirt's off, and he fucked Susan Sarandon, and he fucked the other girl. He's a god.
Have you ever seen Near Dark though?
Yeah, I like Near Dark.
Yeah, that's why I fucking Bill Paxton, man. Like, I like that movie. I would ultimately take the Lost Boys. I don't think Near Dark was going to beat The Lost Boys, but it's a beloved movie. It's a really fun movie. It's got a lot of quotable stuff in it. I've only seen it one time. I really need to rewatch it again. But
by the way, Ricardo Diaz did say, "What about the vampire movie with Ethan Hawke?" I think he's talking about Daybreakers.
Yeah,
Daybreakers was a good fucking movie. Good. That actually was a really good movie.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it because it felt like it was like a Wall Street Journal kind of fucking newspaper with vampires in it.
Yeah. This one's
because he's like a business dude and all this shit's going down.
This one's done, dude. We're calling that. Put Near Dark in a body bag, Johnny. It's over. Throw the damn towel. Throw the damn towel. Is it? That's what it sounded like he was about to scream from the corner. Is it?
Don't go down.
No,
don't go down.
No need to count, guys. Save your counting. Penises, the prowess is what I'm
just thinking about Karate Kid.
Huh?
I'm just thinking about Karate Kid when you just put him in a body bag, because I always felt like it was so weird that the fact that one kid was like, the teacher's like, sweep the knee. He's like, huh? And then his fucking friend is like, put him in a body bag, Johnny. Like, so you want me to murder this fucking kid?
You want me to commit murder right here?
I've done enough to him.
It's like in that Malk skit thing. He's like, I'm going to kill myself over this.
By the way, random, but do you remember that in 2012, because I just saw that movie the other day. I watched it again. That fucking Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover was the president in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's weird.
That was so weird. It's so weird to see him in that.
Dude, 2012 would have been a decent movie if they just had just an inkling of fucking realism in that. Like, you're going to tell me that John Cusack is going to drive a gigantic airplane and maneuver it inside of buildings while they're falling down? Like, he goes inside of falling skyscrapers and maneuvers a gigantic fucking airplane. like a carrier crap.
I love John Cusack, dude, but John Cusack always looks like a half asleep Uber driver.
Yeah, dude, he needs to go back to doing
like
indie
he just doesn't
movies.
look like he's all the way awake in there. Like I like him. I'm not saying I don't like him. He's funny, but he always seems like he's half in deep thought or he's half asleep.
He just needs to play a goth teenager for the rest of it. Like the guy that never got rid of it. Like you know, the guy on the couch. You wake him up and he's just like he's got eyeliner on, and about the guy, it's like what? You know, am I late for school?
Sometimes it's when he delivers his lines. For me, it always seems like he's doing like he's auditioning for a role, even when he's got it.
Yeah.
Like he's still overdoing it. Like I like him. Nothing wrong with John Cusack. I don't like Joan Cusack as much as John.
I love Joan Cusack. I'm weirdly attracted to Joan Cusack, dude.
What was that movie that John Cusack did?
Just gonna overlook that.
What? She's more attractive than John.
I'm just really attracted to Joan Cusack. She's got like a weird like teacher that.
That's because you saw School of Rock and you're like, I'd fuck
No,
you.
even before then though. No, it's because maybe I had a teacher that looked like her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's yeah, I can see that. I mean, she's not ugly.
I don't know, something about her like
that's the face that she'd make.
You're late for school. I can't do it. But
that's when she's like, "Don't blow with me," and you do it anyway, and she's like, "I'm furious, but I'm having a good time." Talk. It's like that. You're like that creepy guy in School of Rock that's like keeps rubbing himself. It's like, yeah, that's so hot.
Hey, Brandon Barry. I feel like a band when they're playing. I was like, boobies! Brandon Barry, listen, man, I appreciate it, but Underworld's not in the bracket for a very specific reason. It's because we're doing werewolves next week. So by default, there can be no movies with both werewolves and vampires. Now, Fright Night, that's different because it's just at the very end that you get the werewolf shit. But yeah, that's the only reason Underworld's not got anything to do with it, even though I don't think it's that great.
And now that I mentioned the fact that Kate Beckinsale is holy shit.
So hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Holy shit. Even in Click, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Even in everything. She's with Pete Davidson now.
Everything.
Yeah. How weird is it, by the way, that her husband like filmed her sex scenes as her director?
That always got me. That was always weird. They were there. I think I read an interview about the actor saying that he like even he got weirded out because her husband be like, all right, no, you got to get deeper in on that. All right, you got to like really like come up on that shit. You got to perch on that motherfucking bitch and act like you a rooster, right? And he's like, nah, man, I can't. And it was just weird. But no, it was during Underworld. He's like, yeah, he talked about how fucking strange that was. I couldn't do it. There's no way. I know they put that plastic sheet between your two bodies and stuff, and you're not really having sex.
But still.
But if you were the husband of like Kate Beckinsale,
Colin Farrell's like just taking her to town in Total Recall.
Yeah, he's got a pound that you got a pounder like you're banging out the deficiencies in a piece of meat. You got a pounder, and he's like,
hit it like your computer won't work.
It's like, this is your wife. You know he probably has a boner while he's filming.
I don't know. It'd be weird. I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do it. I'm like, all right. I'll be like, action. Get your fucking hands off her! Like right out there, like
it would be. I'd lose my job.
No way. Drew Clayton says Queen of the Damned should be on this solely for the soundtrack. Top 3 soundtrack ever? I think so. I don't remember the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. I remember not liking the movie when I watched it. So I know some people love it, but some people like it better than Interview with a Vampire. But I'll have to go check that soundtrack back out. I know it had like Aaliyah on it, right?
I've never. Yeah, Aaliyah wasn't she the main vampire in Queen of the Damned anyway?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man. Okay. Yeah, you're right, man. Dunny Dunatia. I'm sorry, Dunny Dunatida. He says Monsters Ball. Dude, that's like when Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry fucked.
Oh, God.
Like, that was like the most visceral jailhouse fuck I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
and apparently that really went down.
I think it slipped in.
Yeah, dude, like that went down. She was like, just keep it going. Like, he's like, we're acting. It's like, I think they actually fucked. I think that actually did happen.
If they did, Billy Bob Thornton definitely got the better end of that.
Yeah, dude. Oh God, for sure. I think there was even an interview like something about like real sex scenes that occurred during movies. I mean, that was one of them.
Yeah,
like that actually happened, and they got away with it.
But he also got Angelina Jolie, dude. So
yeah, but he got to slide his salamander into that nice cavern.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Good God. And he's like, it's art. Of course it is. If you're going to say it like that, it should look like porn to me. But all right.
John Diggle said, make me feel good.
But by the way, I would say it's a badass movie. Monsters Ball is a fucking amazing movie.
I've never seen it.
You never seen that movie? It's depressing as shit, but it's
I
fucking
want to
good.
watch it. I want to watch Monster with Charlize Theron and make myself jerk off through it.
Oh, dude, thanks. Vinny's giving us all sorts of fucking good stuff. He said David Justice, Hallie's husband at the time,
Atlanta Braves baseball player.
When he found out, when he saw that scene, he's like, "You let that person put his dick inside you?"
Could you imagine? Like sitting through, like, oh, it's premiere night. I'm here with my wife. I'm a huge baseball star. I get whatever I want. I'm married to Halle Berry, and then you sit down and you have to sit there and watch in front of a crowd of people. Billy Bob Thornton completely shoplift your wife like she was a Slim Jim at a Speedway.
And you're all coming back from fucking Applebee's and having a good night out, and it's like, let's go see my wife's newest movie.
Oh.
And then she's fucking Billy Bob Thornton next to a dirty ass couch on the floor.
They probably, yeah. Oh, and Angelina Jolie and Antonio Banderas in Original Sin, Justin Springer, that was another good one too. Yeah, and what about Taking Lives? Ethan Hawke and Angelina Jolie. She's had some good ones.
Yeah, we could make a whole video on like the real sex scenes.
Yeah.
I think Watch Mojo beat it to us, but whatever.
Nick, to find us on Patreon, just Google We Watched the Movie Patreon. It'll pull it right up, my friend, and thank you.
It's so strange, dude. Haven't heard anything from Courtney, and you said it was a runaway.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not waiting on them to count. I told them they didn't have to count because it was just a blowout.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought dude, I've been sitting here the entire time. I was like, did we piss off Courtney?
No.
You asshole. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't want to make them count that for no reason. But we will go to the next one. Dirty D, by the way. Hey, Dirty D, what's up? She says, hey, guys, do you know there's a Thor in the Lost Boys? I don't remember that. Is it a dog? Is it a dog?
Thor?
He literally just walked away. I don't remember Thor in the Lost Boys.
I remember, no, well, I guess. I mean, I know that there was a Thor in Adventures in Babysitting, but
all right, let's go to the next vote.
She could be true. I don't know.
That's crazy though. I'll watch it again just to.
What was the dog's name?
I don't know.
Was it Thor?
Maybe it was. No, I don't think it was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Gotta watch that movie again.
Or someone said, or was it Thorn? I don't know. But good tip, Diane. We'll have to look that up and see. All right, let's get to the next one. Let's go.
Yeah, Courtney's ready.
Right into that naughty biscuit. So Lost Boys won handily. Let's go down and to the left a little bit. How's it hanging, Lester? Short and slightly to the left. Shriveled.
Dirty Lester.
Dracula, 1931, Bela Lugosi versus Blade. Very good. Very good matchup, methinks. And for this one, I'll say, just because it's Blade, I know it's a different movie, but I'll make the call sign, Frost. Sometimes it makes the blade stick. So
is that Batman?
No, that's Gladiator. Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah, that's Gladiator.
Dracula, 1931, Bela Lugosi, Dracula versus Blade. When I say Frost, sometimes it makes the blade stick, and type in vote now. You guys will type in Dracula 1931, or you'll type in Blade, or just type in Dracula. That's fine. Here we go. Frost. Sometimes it makes the blade stick. Vote now. Dracula or Blade? Jay, what is your choice, you fucking whore?
Blade.
Really? That
Dude,
easily?
I mean, look, everybody's going to automatically just do and immediately go for like the Bela Lugosi Dracula. Yeah, it's a great classic fucking movie and everybody knows it. It's one of the universal greats. But at the same time, Blade was, to me, the pioneer, besides Spawn, of the superhero genre. And he was a bad fucking ass. You could not have picked a better actor at the time, Wesley Snipes, to play that fucking role. He had some badass katana swords. He had a great soundtrack. That fucking soundtrack, by the way, was the first time I heard all sorts of weird shit, like from rappers I never even knew. Like, he's like, memorize it, take a picture, write a book, I don't give a fuck. Like shit
Mystical?
like that. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, dude. But it wasn't, I know it wasn't, it might have been
Stephen Dorff was great in that, too. Stephen Dorff was badass in that, too. He was a really good villain.
He was a great vampire. Dude, that guy, I thought that guy was going to be a lot bigger of a star than he actually turned out to be. Yeah. And, dude, there was, like, scenes in that, like, also where he was like, Frost, to me, you sound like just another dead vampire. And then he hangs up the phone. He's like, fuck. Like, dude, it's so, dude, he looks cool. The relationship that he has with Whistler is amazing. Like, it just, like, it really is overlooked a lot of the times. It's one of the great films out there.
Dude, I love Blade. Like, I agree with everything you said. I absolutely fucking love Blade. But for me, I'd have to barely take Dracula because of what it meant to films going forward. I mean, it was fucking, all the way back in 1931, you go back and you watch this movie, and you can still just sit back, enjoy watching it, and just take in the fucking ambience of the whole story of Dracula. To me, it's my favorite Dracula. It's way better than Bram Stoker's Dracula, even though it's the exact same story. Technically the same story as Nosferatu, which will be in the list later. It just, dude, I mean, Bela Lugosi was fucking smooth as shit. He was freaky, he was scary, he was gothic, it's got Halloween feels to it, and just what it meant to the future of slashers even, and to the future of the Universal Monsters and all that shit as well. I just think it's way more influential of a film, even though I do love Blade. To me, it's
well, I mean,
Dracula.
I think it's easy to say it's influential. It definitely is. It's a classic film, but compared to stacking them, just everything that Blade introduced, though, that before that time, there had actually never been a true vampire hunting movie, ever. You had the Lost Boys, kind of, but the Frog Brothers weren't really up on the level of a vamp. This motherfucker was stacked.
Yeah, but it's not like we've gotten, hundreds of amazing vampire hunting movies because Blade came out either. I mean,
but we wouldn't have had the comic book movies that we have today. And he was also one of the darker, gritty. No, I mean, not without him and Spawn. Those two, to me, back then in '94 or '95, and when that movie came out, without those two films, you don't really get a gateway.
Dude, I give that to X-Men and Spider-Man before I give it to them. But
that didn't come out until two. But that happened because they were like, "Hey, there's some money being made here with Blade. Let's maybe get our shit out of court entanglements with Spider-Man." But
potato.
But you know what the vampire thing is like? You know what they say about Bela Lugosi is, don't you?
What?
He sucks.
I was waiting for something like that, and you did not disappoint me.
It is a classic movie. I mean, you can't just. Yeah. I mean, if you think of Dracula, but it's hard to say if is it Bela Lugosi? Bela Lugosi is Dracula, but Christopher Lee did a fucking phenomenal Dracula in the 70s.
Yeah, he's just my favorite one, which is, I mean, honestly, there's so many fucking Dracula movies. Why do we still make Dracula movies, by the way? There are so many goddamn stories about the exact same storyline, and there's so many of them. You could have made an entire bracket off of just vampire movies, but I will be mad whichever one of these wins. I love both these movies. But go ahead and stop voting now. I think we've given everybody ample tits and time. But, dude, I just love... I forgot the guy's name. Who's the guy, the first victim that he turns in Dracula? That guy was really good, too. He always walks around the corner. He keeps escaping from his room. They're just trying to have a conversation. He just keeps escaping from his room over and over again. And he goes to the corner and he's like, I like bugs!
Yeah. That's like when you're trying to get a midnight snack and you're hoping nobody else is up.
Oh, man. But that'll be interesting. I think my guess is that Blade will win that one, even though it's the lower seed.
Yeah, and by the way, the whole thing when he became a blood god, Frost, it didn't really, I thought it was going to go over better than it did. He basically killed you with steroids. He threw a bunch of liquid steroids at you, and you blew up.
That was a dope scene, by the way, that at the end where all that blood was coming down around him and shit.
It also had good comedy in it, too. That was another thing. The comedy in it was fucking gold. When he got super fast and runs up to Blade, he's like, what? He's like, I thought I was the fastest.
Oh, yeah, Wesley Snipes was such a fucking badass in that movie, dude.
I wish, oh, man, somebody said it right. I forgot about that. RTA 01 says Dracula Untold is good. I do like Dracula Untold. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Okay. Yes! The gif that Courtney sent with Blake going, yes! So Dracula at 33. And Blade slicing and dicing and feeling the edge of the blade.
Damn.
At 79.
30. God damn. I'm sorry, Bella. I'm sorry, Mr. Lugosi, sir. That's a goddamn 33 to 79.
Blade slice and dice that motherfucker and send it home for meat.
Our first upset of the night, but is it really an upset? Good. Oh, whoops.
That was just stomping.
While your feet are stomping.
That's a stomp that hoe.
Damn.
I'm gonna go. All right. Before the next round, I'm gonna go take a.
Yeah, I got a pee too. So go ahead and enjoy yourself.
All right.
So Blade, much to my chagrin, takes out the classic Dracula 1931. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm not doing this anymore. Hey, it's Buster. Look at him. He's a good boy. Can you hear? Fucking chair. Bullshit. I want to see your face, Buster. Look at me. Look at me, Buster. Dirty D says Thor was a dog, not the dog. Thor belonged to the head vampire that was dating the mom. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. I still want to watch it just to see it. I'll make Thor watch it too. I will eat a biscuit like I'm in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's weird. We ever make the guy eat in Red Dead Redemption and just like, I want you to eat biscuits, and he like pulls it out of his satchel and he's like, but he also could feed it to the horse. I don't know. His diet really leaves a lot to be desired. How the fuck's everybody doing? You guys having fun so far? Is this a good one? Is this a good one? Sorry. Thor's doing good, man. I had another vet appointment yesterday. He got his staples pulled out of his leg. Another $350 goddamn dollars, but no, he's good. He's fine. He's doing well. Took him out to do his exercises today. Have to do physical therapy with him on the front lawn. But it's scary because at the same time, if anyone jogs by, he'll try to fucking eat them. And I'll have a lawsuit on my hands. Still fun, though. JT Customs, when Thor's better, I would love to see him and Buster meet. They'd probably hang out and party. Thor gets along with other dogs pretty well. Hey, Will Unwind's girlfriend Kaylee says I'm pretty. Well, Will, you tell her one thing. I will not dishonor our friendship. Okay? So tell her to stop looking at me. Tell her to do this. Look at Jay in his salmon shirt. Okay? I'm just kidding. Salem's Lot Iron Wolf was in the playing bracket. I thought it would do better than it did, but it got its ass kicked by 30 Days a Night immediately. Immediately. Ken's having a great time. That's why I love you, Ken. And I like the way you kiss. Music Man, of course we're doing Halloween Horror Month. Are you fucking crazy? We're going to do it fucking hard this year. It's going to be a great Halloween Horror Month. We're going to go hard for all those people who can't go trick-or-treating this year because of that goddamn COVID. Oh, JC, I get it, man. Spent 5 hours in the car to get one shot for the dog. You're not allowed in the vet's office. They have to come out and get them, and they take fucking forever. Of course, our vet is also like a posh pet salon because it's just the only vet that does the shit he needs. So there's all these motherfuckers dropping by in BMWs, like dropping off their dogs to play in the pool while they go play tennis for a couple hours. And I'm like, yeah, I'm broken. My bank account is broken to get my dog's leg fixed so that he can live. Thank you. And they'll just like, you know, the guy that BMW pulls up and they just walk right out to him. They like, you know, lick his fingers and like give him a basket like he's at the Oscars. Meanwhile, I'm just outside in the fucking 99-degree heat, just holding Thor while he shakes because he's scared. That got weird. Race Beast, trick-or-treating is dying, but I think it'll make a return. I don't think us millennial parents are going to let our kids go the route of no trick-or-treating. I don't care. What I do, if you guys have kids like me and trick-or-treating isn't as fun for them, which trick-or-treating is still fun for my kids, it's just, you know, it's not as lively in the neighborhood. What I do, parenting hack, is I will go to Walmart at midnight on Halloween after the festivities are over with. I'll go to Walmart and I will buy fucking shitloads of 50% off candy. And I'll take it home. And like, even though like it's hard to get as much, because you remember when we were kids, man, you'd get this satchel of candies. And you would have like, I remember I had a pillowcase full that I ate for like a year because I trick-or-treated so much. Because it was like every house, boom, 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 boom. They don't get as much these days. But I'll go do that, and like when they're asleep or whatever, or just the next day, I will just pour tons of the awesome. I'll get the good shit too. None of those yellow, black, licorice bullshits. I'll get like Lifesavers gummies and like Butterfingers and all that good shit, and I will just fill pillowcases full of it. And I'll be like, hey, look at all this fucking candy you got trick-or-treating. Maybe it's cheating. Maybe it's a participatory trophy. But Joe Bogato says Mike ruins his kids' teeth just to keep their Halloween spirits alive. And it's worth it, Jim. You got to do what you have to do. Yeah, Janae. The best memories I had were trick-or-treating, too. For sure. Those just awesome times, man. Awesome times. One year, I didn't even have a costume. I just put some of my mom's makeup on, and I grabbed a baseball hat, and I put on my baseball pants, and someone's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm a dead baseball player. Give me some fucking candy. I couldn't afford a costume, bitch. All right, I got to go pee.
Huh? Mike, can you...
I'm just kidding, dude. I can hear you fine. Jay.
What?
I was fucking with you. I can hear you just fine. I was just miming words.
Fucking bitch. I thought I'm already getting a headache on the left side of my ear because this stupid ass earbud.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a fucking Headache like a motherfucker. Holy shit. It's just on the left side, too. Like, goddamn. Scanner's like headache. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, until it's not big. I'll answer for Mike. Imperious Dark Doctor, that's a good one too. Once Bitten is a really good one. I remember that movie. That movie's fucking badass. You know what I don't like? I feel like I wish we could have some fucking music going, but you know, YouTube being the angry gods they are, they'd swoop in and fuck us over in 5 seconds. So Marco asks, Mike and Jay, did you guys like or dislike the Howling franchise, and would you think it could be rebooted franchise? I liked it. I was scared the shit. Right, like a little poop came out. I'm not kidding. That scared me a little bit. You think it could be a rebooted franchise? Yeah, possibly. I think you could probably fuck with that a little bit. I like the first Howling. I can't remember that much about overall this series, but I remember not liking it. So yes, Carrie, you gotta love those copyrights. They're the best thing ever. That is like the hammer of God coming down and swiping you and saying fuck it. But anyway, that is what it is. Tomo says YouTube needs Xanax and gin. They do, and they need to be dicked down. Like, YouTube's gotten crazy lately. Like, the whole thing is going on. Like, apparently now there's like a big thing. I don't know if it's like an actual thing that's happening, but apparently there's like Twitch streamers versus YouTubers, and like there's a back and forth there or whatever. I don't know if you guys watch him or not. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan or anything like that, but I've seen some of his videos. But he was doing a video of Leafy is Here. He's kind of a prick in some of his videos, I guess, but he was talking about Pokimane. I guess that's her. I don't know who Pokimane was, but I was watching that video, and he was roasting the shit out of that girl. And then there was this whole back and forth battle that's been going on for a while now. And I'm like, holy hell, like that's some crazy shit. Sutter, Gillette, the best a man can get. Gillette. He says, hey Jay, is Silver Bullet gonna be on the Werewolf Live? It should be. That's one of the best fucking werewolf movies of all time. Faux show. And I can't remember the dude's name, but the one that played the priest that was also in The People Under the Stairs as Gonna Find You, that crazy guy. One of the best villains of all time. Yeah, I mean, he always reminds me of like a distant cousin of Joe Bob Briggs. Like, he looks like Joe Bob Briggs, like second cousin. Chris says, yeah, she's obnoxious. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who Pokimane is. I saw the video. I was like, it's whatevs, but yes, Vinny is correct. YouTube needs to have a Coke and a smile. They do. They need to calm down. They need to have some Cokes, and they need to have a smile and calm it the fuck down. Everett McGill. Thank you, Vinny. Yes. He was in Twin Peaks. Ah, that's where he was from. Okay. Good stuff, Vinny. I like it. I like it. He's the man with the answer. Uncle Red, Jay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hex Boom. Joe Bob. I love Joe Bob, man. Like, I remember watching that stuff when I was a kid. That TNT Monster Vision. Holy shitholes. That was so fucking fun. And, like, I'd be watching and stuff and be like, what's he drinking out of that cooler? It's probably just soda. No, it was not. That wasn't no apple juice. That motherfucker was drinking beer, and I liked it. And I was like, man, I want to be as cool as that one day. I want to sit outside of a fucking mobile home and have a cooler sitting next to me and a reclining, not even a recliner, a fucking picnic chair, and pop open some beers and talk about some fucking movies. Then I was like, well, I'm only 12. So I waited till I was 13. I did it official. And now, because I realized I lived in Kentucky, it's like, you just drink when you're 13. I'm kidding. I didn't drink until I was older, but the dude says Silver Bullet. Yeah, man, Silver Bullet. Again, such a great movie. Also based on a Stephen King story. I think I saw somebody. I don't know who it was, but somebody posted on Facebook. And again, I'm not on there a bunch, but I was just scrolling through and I saw this. Somebody was like, Stephen King movies are overrated. I said it. I was like, well, I'm not gonna attack you. It's like he was holding a big secret. He's like, it's overrated. I was like, yeah, some of them are really bad. Like, I'm not gonna. There's no doubt that some of the Stephen King film adaptations have been terrible, but Silver Bullet was not one of those. Silver Bullet was fucking phenomenal. Like, holy shit! Not only it also had like a semi-sane Gary Busey in it. Like, he was semi-sane. Like, that was at least, before 4 o'clock where he was not drunk on gin. Chuck Fabic says, Jay, would you like to see Hugh? Hugh. What? I don't know what that is. What's Hugh? I might be stupid. I don't know what Hugh is. I'm dumb. I don't know. Hey, Mike, who's Hugh?
Hugh?
Yeah, somebody said, would you like to see Hugh?
I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hugh
Hefner. I would love to go to his mansion, but otherwise.
One day. We'll make it. All right, you guys want to get right back into the count? Sorry for the delays.
I'm gonna switch some ears, man. I can't hear that well out of this ear. But this one's like, I swear to God, just on the left side of my head, it's like a fucking Pompeii volcano.
That's weird.
Well, it's just because the sound is only coming through that one side.
Wow. All right, what do we got next? What do we got in this biscuit batter? All right, so Blade won. Now let's go over to the other side of the bracket. Let's do From Dusk Till Dawn versus Bram Stoker's Dracula, the winner of the play-in bracket. Man, Bram Stoker's Dracula not only won the play-in bracket, beat all these good movies, but it also beat Interview with the Vampire. But I think this is where the road ends, personally. But let's see what you guys think. Jay, what's the call sign going to be?
I already did I thought I did mine before.
Nope, I was the last one.
Oh, okay. Haven't felt it a bit. Been sitting by the air conditioner all day long.
All right.
That's from Dusk Till Dawn.
So when Jay says that, hard drinkers drink hard. When Jay says that, and I type vote now, you're going to type in From Dusk Till Dawn or Dracula for what's your favorite movie. Ready? Jay.
Haven't felt it a bit. Been sitting by the air conditioner all day long. I always love that sheriff guy, dude. He comes in, the state trooper at the very beginning of the movie. He's like, it's a hot goddamn fucking day. And that's when he's like, I haven't felt it a bit. So he's like, Jesus Christ, Pete.
Dude, that movie's got so many goddamn fucking great lines in it.
Oh, man, it's so good.
I don't know.
He said, we got a real good, I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me attitude.
So for this one, oh, by the way, Mr. Placencia, sorry, says, imagine if Dr. Loomis played a Constantine-type character. His new patient's a little girl who has nightmares. It'd be cool to see Loomis mixed with Jason, Michael, Freddy, and even Chucky. Well, that would be fucking... Dude, if you put Loomis in Nightmare, that would be dope as shit. I would love that.
I think he would just smack the shit out of kids when they were going to sleep.
He'd
Stay
be the
awake
worst.
if you want to live, you dumb shit.
He would be the absolute worst, man. He'd be so fucking mean to those Elm Street kids. But for me, dude, it's got to be From Dusk Till Dawn on this one. Easy over Bram. I already told you, I'm not the biggest fan of Bram Stoker's Dracula, but From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorite movies of all time, not just vampire movies. George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino. I know people shit on Quentin Tarantino's performance in that movie, but I didn't think it was that bad.
What was wrong with it? He was playing a weird pervert, like he played it just right.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was good. That
I don't
scene
know if
where
that
he's
was really,
like,
if he was just, I'm not saying nothing about Quentin Tarantino, but,
but he's a weirdo.
He kind of looks like one.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like the guy that like the pillow section jacking off. You're like, why are you doing that? It's like, because I love. Am I late?
I can see that shit, dude. But George Clooney's never had a better role than that. That's George
dude.
Clooney's greatest role of all time, in my opinion.
And it was so crazy also to think, like, that movie came out, if I get the year wrong, I definitely know it preceded Batman and Robin, but when Batman and Robin, it came out, and when Robin was coming out, I was like, man, they picked a really good fucking Batman. Because George Clooney was so fucking badass in that movie. Oh, he's gonna Batman. Of course, he did a great job as Michael Keaton. I'm not Michael Keaton, which is the real one. But he did a great job as Bruce Wayne. But it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Had he been the Gecko brother that he was, if he been that level of cool, he would have been one of the greatest Batmans of all time.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I almost hated that he was a bad guy in that movie because he was just so fucking cool, you know?
Well, he wasn't. I always, it's hard for me to watch, because I've watched it several times. Obviously, it's such a great movie. But are we gone? Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I literally just looked over and I saw that my shit was frozen. I have no idea how long I was gone. Sorry, guys.
No,
I don't know.
I was watching it. You froze up a little bit, but it came back in. I think you've been good since then, so I think we're good.
Well, I was saying some shit about how cool the Gecko brother was. I don't know. It was probably really groundbreaking stuff that you would write down and put on, in a website and catalog it. But
the world
I'm never going to repeat it
for having not heard it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, okay. So stop voting. Oh shit.
Vanessa said I had the circle of death.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta go to my psychic.
Your aura, dude. It was your aura.
I gotta go to my psychic and talk to her about this. Goddamn Cleo lying bitch. She said I had another 20 years.
Let's see here. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guy. I think you're clear now. It's working fine now. Sean Davis, thanks, brother. Really appreciate that. He says, want to know how I got so pantsless? My father was a drinker and a pants wearer, and one night he wears pants crazier than usual. Mommy gets the corduroys to defend herself. He doesn't like that, not one bit.
Yeah, dude, Sean's a legend. Sean's quickly becoming a legendary person. You know what Sean is? Like Sean is like becoming one of those urban myths that only exist in the whispers between people. Like he's the pantsless one. By the way, somebody was like, S Rose 40 says, "Damn Kentucky interwebs." Yeah. By the way, little known fact: our internet from Kentucky is made out of tobacco wire.
It's made of horse straw. Oh, Sean continues though. He continues. Thanks, man. He says, so me watching, he takes the pants off, laughing while he does it. He turns to me and he says, why so pantsless?
Yeah, Sean's gonna wind up having like a fucking Wikipedia page where it's like he never really gives his full backstory, but everyone knows that he's pantless.
You want to know how I got so pantsless? I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Like, why aren't you wearing pants, dog? Because I couldn't afford them.
Oh, Sin City in the night.
Hi.
Sin City in the night. I love you, Sean.
Love, gotcha, lover. Hi.
Hello there. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Yeah, somebody said that the real Slender Man was trying to take his identity back. I was like, he can fucking have it. I never said we use the Slender Man mask. He can fucking have that shit. I don't want to be haunted by that motherfucker. Like,
Slenderman's hanging out next to Insidious' Darth Maul in a cave somewhere, and he's watching YouTube. He's like, hey, man, you gonna stand for this shit? You gonna let them play you like this, dude? It shows him our Manscaped ad.
You might as well. How many games? How many copies you game selling lately? Not loud. How was that movie that came out in the cinema last year? Do you have Boss Back for me ready? By the way, I thought that movie was going to be a lot scarier than it was, and that movie sucked asshole.
Slenderman?
Did you see it?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was awful. The trailer was good though. I like the trailer a lot.
Yeah, the trailer. Yeah, they built it up.
Jeremy Blevins, thanks, man. He says, so is Twilight going to be on the next bracket? Because it isn't on this one. You just missed it. I mean,
we can only hope so. We can only hope so.
Your turn, Spider Monkey.
By the way, okay. Yeah, and Courtney sent the appropriate gif with the Gecko's brother turning around, and they're ready to fuck shit up. It's done. Get out of here. It's like when Selma Hayek, looking all sorts of sexy with that boa constrictor.
Oh my god, dude!
Good God, steps on his throat and says, "You will lick the dog shit from my boot heel." He's like, "Sorry, I was married."
Dude, let me ask you a question. Like, even though she turns into that hideous Vampirella, scary ass thing, and she's hideous when she does it.
Yes.
Just knowing that just a few seconds ago,
I know you are.
She was.
I know where you are.
Would you?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
Like, I mean, without a doubt, dude. I don't care. Like, I would die happy.
No, even if you were gonna live, just like her looking that way, and just like having to look her deeply in the eyes while you were inside.
I have no problems with that. Like, did you never see Smokey in Scary Movie 2?
I ain't as good
he developed
as
a
I
relationship with that
was.
chick and had a bag over her head. Like, there's things you can do. But anyway,
Dracula. Little
So
Dusk
they got the Vanessa and him have got the results.
Okay.
Dracula got 21.
Oh.
21. It's a drinking age. And from Dusk Till Dawn said, "Fuck you, get bent, you loser." 77.
Damn. I said, God damn.
Yeah, that's some nasty. That's like, you know what it is? That's like Dracula pretty much walking out of the titty twister all covered in blood.
Pussy.
He's like, he goes, what were they like, psychos or something? He's like, do they look like psychos? Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them.
Every time we go someplace and we've been like looking forward to doing something, like if it's like a birthday event or whatever, and we sit down in some bar, or like if we day drink at some bar and we sit down, I always think of that scene. It's like when we sit down, I'm like, all right, you walk in and there's just like you're at a bar at 11:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. Then you walk in and there's just that tiny crowd there of day drinkers that are at the bar, and you're like, all right, hard drinkers drink hard.
Yeah, man. It's one of those, you really feel a connection for a second, and you're like, God, I guess I'm really a skank.
I gotta get out of here.
Like, I'm a fucking skank, man.
Let's get out of here, Wade. We've done that so many times too. We're like, dude, it's gonna be fun. Let's just go. Let's just go day drink. And then you get there and you're like, dude, this sucks.
Dude, I think the worst fucking thing we ever did was we went to that strip bar in the middle of the fucking afternoon, and that was some of the worst goddamn experiences. Whoa. There was this guy in a leather fucking jacket trying to buy drinks for me and shit, and he had like fucking 4 sluts around him, and he was like, yeah, man, come be a part of my party. I was like, bitch, it's 2:00 on a Tuesday afternoon. What you saying? And I was like, I'm trying to get out of here. He's like, no, man, I bought your drink. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm trying to leave. He's like, you gonna refuse it? I'm like, I'm gonna gently say no and then move on with my life.
I'm over in the corner talking to the girl who's like pregnant with quintuplets. Like, dude, it's fine. Just stay. We're having a good time. She keeps borrowing cigarettes. I'm like, are you sure that's a good idea?
And she was like, hey, babe, you sure you going to leave? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just want to go. I just want to pay my tab. And then that dude was like, and it's like, you know what he looked like? He looked like the guy that played the new guy in the, the little skinny dude in the new guy.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like, dude. And he was like, come on, man, I'll buy you a fucking drink. I already bought it. I'm like, nah. I'm good.
But dude, we were like, dude, the less smoke inside. Let's just go there and like hang out. It can't be that bad. It was.
That was the only,
It was very
smoking inside was it.
Dark and depressing in there, man.
I think one of them strippers was like 75,000 years old. Yeah. She was like Yoda.
And she smoked all our cigarettes.
Dude, no, that happened. That bitch, she smoked all my dude. She sat on my fucking lap and smoked every goddamn cigarette I had, and trying to talk to me like we had a bond, and then telling me about her fucking. I've been raising 3 kids. I'm in college, and I was like, yeah, I'm a psychology. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. She's like, oh, well, honey, everybody in here got daddy issues, and continuing smoking my fucking cigarettes. And then she was like, you gonna buy me a drink? It's like, bitch, you gonna buy me a new cigarette pack? You just smoked like $10 worth of cigarettes.
Gary Cantlow said, sex machine. Sex machine. All right, let's go.
I am a cheetah.
Just a cheetah. Let's go to the next vote. Okay. What is going to be next? Dusk Till Dawn wins by a buttload. By a Haagen-Dazs buttload.
Yeah.
By a buttload. And then, so next up, we got the final first round, before we get to the final 4, Fright Night. Now, this, I think, is a really good matchup, man. I think it's a really good matchup. Fright Night versus the first vampire movie of all time. Some would say one of the first horror movies of all time. Nosferatu, 1922.
Is that fucking that creepy old motherfucker that walks up like he's like
yeah,
with the long fingernails and shit, like he's like trying to Nudie magazine day. Nudie magazine day.
It's like, so good. I know it was soundless. I know you couldn't hear.
That's the same look that you have when your wife or girlfriend goes to work and you know you got the computer yourself to watch porn. You're like,
or when you wake up and it's Halloween, or like you're off that day, like you wake up hungover, you're like, oh no, I'm late, and then you check your clock and it's like, oh, it's Saturday, and then you pull down the covers and you're like, oh, okay, yeah. That's if there was. I know it was a silent movie, dude, but if there was sound, that's exactly like how Nosferatu would have sounded. He'd be like out of the cave, like, oh,
you know what? I think Nosferatu looks like every dude when he's trying to ask his woman for sex in the middle of the night. When he's like, like when you come to bed drunk and you're like, There's a big shadow on
You
the wall with your dong leading
throw
the
a burrito
way,
in the
and
microwave?
Your wife sees it. Yeah, it's just awful. Yeah, well, your wife does that. She's like, no.
All right. Yeah, you see a bit of skin, and it's like when the dude cuts himself. You're like, oh. All right, let's get into the vote.
It really is. I feel bad though, because it's like we're talking about like all sorts of weird shit. Like I'm sure people are just like trying to tune in. Like I want to know who wins. These motherfuckers are talking about like doing weird shit with their girlfriends and wives, act like Nosferatu when they try to have the sex. Like they walk and creep up there like when they're drunk. Probably after the stream.
Eric Olson said, "Stop looking at me, Swan."
I want some sex, baby.
That was one of the funniest movie moments of all time, dude. Stop looking at me, Swan.
Oh,
it'd be funny to see a vampire say that. Stop looking at me, Swan. Or that was a terrible, but you know what I mean.
No, I go. I guess they're. Well, I'm still waiting on Courtney. I mean, I don't know. Courtney, Vanessa, you guys ready?
Bob McFuckercakes, man, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. How the fuck are you doing? Best name ever. He says, "Don't oh no into your pantaloons at the nudie bar at 2:30 p.m." Greg.
That's true.
Oh no.
Benny C said he sent a GIF and showed the classic image of Nosferatu walking up the staircase with the shadow, and he was like trying to set a fingernail world record.
Guys, stop voting. We're not voting yet. Everybody's voting. Stop it. All right. Vanessa's ready. Did Courtney say he was ready yet?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure.
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of the heart. It's going to be the call sign for this one. So we got Fright Night versus Nosferatu. So when I sing that song that I just sang and start voting, that's when you're going to type in either Nosferatu or Fright Night for your choice. And I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of the heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll rock it till the sun goes down. Jay, take the high part.
I can't go high.
It's impossible to do, dude.
Years of smoking has ruined it.
I think this is a good one though. Honestly, I really do think Nosferatu scares the fucking balls off me.
Dude, he's one of the best looking vampires. He might be the most classic looking vampire.
He might be the scariest vampire.
So much so that Salem's Lot tried to copy.
Yeah. Dude, he is no doubt to me the scariest looking vampire ever.
That motherfucker's twisted.
And you're talking,
he's had too much
blood. Dude, you're talking 1922. 1922, and they managed to make the scariest looking vampire of all time. That cannot be overstated. It just can't be.
But I think, I gotta go with Friday.
I do too.
just for enjoying. Yeah, just for enjoying. Yeah, you gotta give some love to Nosferatu. Like for sure, it scared the shit out of you, and you're like, "Why are the fingernails so long?" But you gotta give some love there. But at the same time, Friday Night was just a game changer, man. Like it's fucking. Like, it was a rock and roll, like, vampire movie to me. Like, it really was. Like, you got Evil Ed and all that whole thing. I don't know. It was just a really well put together movie. And I'll tell you what, man, and to be honest, I think that the Fright Night remake with Anton Yelchin and Colin Farrell was fucking
really
real goddamn good, man.
It upset What We Do in the Shadows in the playing bracket. It beat What We Do in the Shadows. I love that. I love that movie, dude. The Colin Farrell, you're right. You're dead on, man. That remake was really good.
Yeah, Colin Farrell was a fucking amazing badass in that movie, and like Anton Yelchin played it perfectly. Even the McLovin's McLovin, like he's always going to be McLovin. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I think the kid that played Evil Ed in the original one's better. But either way, dude, the idea the idea behind Fright Night was just so much more like energetic. It just had a better kind of like overall feel to it. That was like, man, I'm into this fucking thing. It's awesome. It's badass. It's cool as shit. It's got all the right notes and it's hitting it at the same time with some good music and effects in it. I mean, you can't. I mean, why do you not fucking love it? Are you communist? I like how you looked over. You're like, huh? Am I?
Yeah, no, dude, it's funny as shit. It's entertaining as stuff. It actually has a couple.
I thought Jerry was on your left for a second.
I heard a noise. I want to make sure.
I thought Jerry was coming in the door. Don't invite him in, asshole.
It was just. I mean, it's just a top notch, entertaining, funny, lovable, goddamn movie.
Let me ask you a question though. This is actually a harder one though. If you had to pick though, what's more enjoyable for you to watch though overall? The remake with Colin Farrell or the original?
The original. Easy. The original's way better to me.
I don't know, man. Like, I love the original, but I mean, I really do dig the fuck out of the remake.
I dig the fuck out of it. I don't think it's even
because
close,
look, Jerry made sense.
Stop
like,
voting.
And, there was also like that rumor. I don't know if it was a rumor or if it was actually true. I think the guy that played Jerry in the original one didn't even want to be the vampire. Like, he didn't even want to do that shit.
Yep.
Like, there was like a kind of thing going on. But I feel like Anton Yelchin and Colin Farrell nailed that shit, dude. Like, especially when he's like in the doorway and he's like hanging out. He's like, "Hey, can I get a 6-pack? I got a date coming over." Colin Farrell was like freaky as fuck, dude. He's like, he was trying to like work out all the angst that he had when he was trying to play Bullseye in Daredevil, and he finally got to do something cool.
I never miss. He was really good in that. It's an underrated movie, but to me, it's not even close to the original. I mean, it's just got that.
I don't know. I could watch them both back to back. Friday Night 2, I never really liked Friday Night 2. I didn't like Friday Night 2. I don't remember much about Friday Night 2.
I gotta go back and watch those again. Did they ever make a Friday Night 3?
Yeah, I think it sucked. It sucked big old butthole. I think they did.
Matthew Reger says, "Thank you, man." By the way, he says, "Love you guys." Question: whatever happened to Steven from Halloween 6? Steven, that was the baby, right? Yeah, that was the baby. Steven was the baby.
Yeah, that could have been an interesting plot point.
Yeah, they could.
And they kind of fucked around with that.
I would really love to see them go back and start tying some old shit together with Halloween and like.
I like how Skilliam Shatner was like, remake, Jay being dramatic again. I didn't know I was up for an Emmy. I would have been a lot more. I didn't know.
Hang on.
Chris Sarandon was great as Jerry. That was his name, Chris Sarandon. Yeah, he was good. That's what Vinny C was saying. Chris Sarandon was great as Jerry. Yeah, I mean, look, there's nothing against like the original. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good, but I don't know. I just feel like having watched the original several times, I watched it several fucking times, but I've also seen the remake several times. Sometimes it happens. Like sometimes the remake can be a little bit more enjoyable, and I kind of enjoy the remake a little bit better. I mean, I know that's sacrilege to say, but it's true. I mean, it's not like I won't watch Friday Night the original. I mean, I got a fucking poster right there. Like, I like the original Friday Night, but I don't know. The remake was just, I don't know. I like Colin Farrell a lot. And I think that I wish he'd been in more of like these big giant mainstream movies all the time, and like especially when he played a villain, he did a great job. I think he's a super underrated actor. I always thought Colin Farrell was an underrated actor.
Sorry about that. I had to check on things and make me a drink. That was my terrible fucking Slenderman.
And the 1, and the 2, and the 3. Oh yeah, dude, it's over. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Is it, I guess, Fright Night 1?
I like the gift that he sent me because it's Jerry going like this. I know it's like a dramatic death scene, but it's Jerry going. So Fright Night at 89. And Nosferatu is sucking that blood from the tip of the dick at 29.
Damn! Dude, I was looking at the voting, and it looked close for a second. I really thought it was going to be, good.
Oh, man.
Well, so you were talking about that one dude liking me earlier. I just saw a comment that from Johnny Davis. He says, "Jay, thank you for your all's content." I'm like, motherfucker, I was here too.
What?
You remember earlier when you're like, "Damn, that guy likes you." That's what I was talking about.
Oh no!
He's like, "Jay, thank you specifically for your all's content."
We've always done this together. It was like,
but no, I'm just kidding, man. It's all right. Fright Night wins. And honestly, I thought it would have been closer than that, but we've got a 1 seed versus a 3 seed and a 1 seed versus a 2 seed. Almost chalk, but not quite.
Hey, by the way, I don't think that thank you for your content's going to last, since I just fucking basically said while you were walking away that I think that I enjoy the remake a little bit better than the original.
That's okay. You be you fucking whore.
I know, I am. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be free and proud. Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Bitch.
All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll get right into the final 4. Right now. Mm-hmm. Right now. And then once we get the championship round set.
Yeah, I got to pee
once we get the champion round set with these 2 votes, we can take us a little quickie pee-pee.
Dude, I think we need to get like fucking colostomy bags or something attached to us, because I mean we pee a lot.
All right, let's go over to the other side of the bracket real quick. This is going to be a good one. Let's go the Lost Boys versus Blade. What shall be the call sign for this one, JT? I sound like a vampire. I was like, what shall be the call sign for this one, JT?
Yeah, you sounded like an out-of-work Pauly Shore. What should the call sign be, buddy?
What shall the call sign be for this one, master? I
got it.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be, he makes the weapons, I use them.
I like it. That's a good one. Okay. All right. So when Jay says that and I type start voting, you're going to vote for Blade or the Lost Boys. This is going to be a fucking good one.
This is going to be insane.
Here we go. Start.
You ready?
Voting. Go for it.
He makes the weapons, I use them.
Get inside you.
He goes, we ain't exactly running the march of dimes.
What? Lost Boys or Blade, Jay? I'm interested to see it, honestly, because I know you love both these
I don't
movies.
even want to fucking vote.
It's tough.
Well, we go. Okay, fucking drunk Russian man from the fair. It's cloth.
Careful who sees you in that coat.
Yeah, you're like, if I was at the fairground in New York, a Russian crazy man with a vodka bottle, like, it's cloth. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck, dude. Holy shit. I gotta go with Lost Boys.
Yeah, me too.
I fucking do not want to say goodbye to Blade.
No.
I don't, man. Blade, I feel like Blade gets shit on so much. Like, he never gets his fucking recognition. He never does. Like, nobody brings him up half the time. Like, they're always talking about X-Men or Spider-Man, and bullshit like that. But Blade never...
That's literally what I said. You just quoted
I know
me.
that. No, I'm just saying, but they always talk about X-Men and Spider-Man and shit. It's kind of bullshit. I was like, dude, Blade was out there, man. He was doing work. He was laying the foundation. He fucking worked with Ryan Reynolds and stayed in his own trailer. And one of the first
R-rated superheroes that actually fucking panned out.
I remember when Blade 2 came out. I was working at the video store when Blade 2 came out, and I was so fucking pumped, dude, because I got to take a copy of Blade 2 home first before anybody else got to rent it.
I didn't like Blade 2.
It was so badass. Well, no, I like Blade 2, man.
Blade
3 sucked ass. Ryan Reynolds was the only saving grace in that movie. I mean, Wesley Snipes still
you
cool.
You cock-juggling thunder cunt.
It was a lot. But, look, at the end of the day, like, you got Kiefer Sutherland, man. You got the story. You got the Frog Brothers. You got Corey Feldman, Corey Haim in the first time ever appearance and crossover together. It's like so 80s, dude. That motherfucker is so 80s that the only thing is missing from that is a Rat soundtrack. But they already got Tim Capello.
Round and round. Skilliam said he said it right. He said, "You know what Blade didn't have? A sexy, oily man playing the saxophone." And dude, I want to tell you guys the story right now. By the way, both of our picks is Lost Boys. We love Blade so goddamn much, but it's the Lost Boys. It's just too good. It's too funny. It's like. Is
that Joel Schumacher? Do you think that's Joel Schumacher's best? I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down, dude. I think it's yeah.
But everything else is so close too, so it's hard to say. But I will say, what's funny about this is I still believe. But it was funny as hell, man. I tried to get Jay and my wife to go to Cincinnati before COVID started. Do you remember this? Do you remember this conversation? By the way, I think everybody's done voting. Let me click in that before I tell this story. I'll click in the stop voting here. Hang on one sec.
You click on the stop voting, or you just tell them to stop voting? Is there a stop voting button?
Yeah, I'm typing it. Stop voting. These are things you wouldn't understand. No, I tried. The dude, I don't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but the guy.
Tim Capello.
Yeah, Tim Capello was playing a restaurant in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was like a boating restaurant. And he was playing a tiny, it was like $10 to get in, man. It was $10. It's like 2 hours from here. I so badly wanted to plan a trip and go. And we should have. And now I bet you wish we did because it was right before COVID happened. And it was
things I wish I did before COVID.
in a restaurant. I'm not talking about sex at time with strangers.
I wish I got a haircut, like a long-lasting one that wasn't a buzz shave.
But it was in this tiny little boat restaurant, and Tim Capello and his band were going to play there. And you know they were going to play Still Believe. And I so badly wanted to go to that. I was like, you guys were fighting me on it. They're like, dude, we only know one song. Like, we're going there and sit there at some weird fucking boathouse for one fucking song. Both you and Katie were both fighting me on it. I was like, I know, but we'll just get really, really drunk. And then when that song comes on, we'll lose our shit and we'll get kicked out. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been kind of cool, I guess, in a way. But I mean, at the same time, I didn't know if I wanted to see an 80-year-old man take off his fucking shirt and have his like once big prominent fucking pec titties like flopping around with his chain. I don't know.
He apparently still looks good, man.
I don't know if that's
some
true.
Shawn Michaels on HGH type shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, he dude, that scene alone is okay, you're a buff motherfucker playing a saxophone, so you know you're badass right away, and you've got a chain necklace, you got a choker. It's not even a necklace. That motherfucker's got a chain choker and playing it and sweating his balls off and having a good time.
Dude, in my brain, every time I picture that scene, I know he's not, but I picture him wearing Shawn Michaels pants while he's playing the saxophone and singing that song. But I mean, honestly, you could take that scene at the fair with him playing that saxophone, and you could put that scene into Batman Forever. Say Chris O'Donnell's like, I don't want to be Robin, no! And he does this thing where he runs out. He's like, my parents are dead.
And then he can play it.
And then he goes to a fair and he's like, I'm going to eat as many corn dogs as I can. And in the background, it's Tim Capello. It would fit into almost any Joel Schumacher
film. It really would.
film.
That song itself is so 80s. It really, and it's actually a good fucking song. It's not just an 80s song that's kind of good. It's fucking badass.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
It makes you want to believe that you could be a blonde ponytailed motherfucker on the boardwalk of California, sweaty oil body and playing a saxophone and making some money. By the way, he also did a really good song with Tina Turner back in the day for Mad Max.
Put some steak on it, Ike.
He put some stank on it. He
slapped the shit out of here before Ike. Put some steak on it.
He slapped the shit out of here with his goodness. Okay, so again, the gifts. I wish you guys could see the gifts that Courtney sends. It's so good. Blade. Unfortunately, the Blade did stick. He's got 20.
Oh, I was going to say, dude, did Blade just beat Lost Boys?
No, man, that'd be the upset. That'd be one of the upsets of the centuries, but no. No, Blade got 20. The Lost Boys, they're not so lost after all. There's 91 people that know about them. So 91 is their total. 91 to 20 Lost Boys.
Wow. So we have one championship team set and ready to go.
But then again, I can't really blame, because if you're going to compare Deacon Frost to Kiefer Sutherland's, what the fuck was his name? Axl Rose? No, but anyway, the character that Kiefer Sutherland played, who's the better one? It's Kiefer Sutherland, without a doubt, man.
Actually, character-wise, I would actually give it to Wesley Snipes' Blade. No, I think the movie around Keith. The movie around Keith Sutherland's character is way better than the movie around Wesley Snipes. I think if Wesley Snipes isn't Blade, I don't think that movie's 25% as successful as it is.
You know who I think I could have pulled it off. But
Lost Boys would have been fine without Kiefer. Not fine. It would have been the same,
Kiefer
but
was a huge part.
Yeah, but I mean, take Wesley Snipes out of Blade and take Kiefer Sutherland out of Lost Boys. Which one survives? Lost Boys.
Maybe. But my point being is that, but out of the two characters though, the vampires, Deacon Frost versus the Kiefer Sutherland character, the vampire, I think that the Kiefer Sutherland vampire is a little bit more interesting, even though Deacon Frost had a lot of narrative power and he could have been fleshed. I think the problem with him, he was never fleshed out correctly.
I didn't realize you were talking about Deacon. I thought you were talking about...
I was saying out of the two main vampires, Deacon Frost versus Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah. That's interesting. I do think that's... Blood Red Sky said, you're eating worms, Mike. You're eating worms.
You're getting worse?
Blood Red Sky said, you're eating worms, Mike. Worms.
Yeah, dude, he said that's. You know what? I don't think Kiefer Sutherland was really trying to play up his smart ass answers. I think he just acts like that in real life.
It's probably how he is at his casting.
He's like, by the way, your journalism sucks, and you're shitting your pants. You're shitting your pants right now. You're like, I am actually. I didn't want to do this. I thought your dad was the asshole, but apparently you are. Because apparently Donald Sutherland is a big prick. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has the face of a prick.
No, dude, they said he's a big bastard.
Really?
They said he's a big fucking prick. Yeah.
By the way, dude, did you know Val Kilmer? Speaking of people who are supposedly pricks, did you know Val Kilmer has an autobiography? The story of his life
now,
that he wrote.
Recently.
Yeah.
I want to kind of listen to that.
I want to read that shit. Yeah. But okay, all right. Let's get out with those maggots. All right, let's do this last Final Four. We'll take a break and we'll do the championship. Keep you holding on like you're watching fucking Joe Millionaire. You remember Joe Millionaire?
I was gonna say The Bachelor.
Do you remember Joe Millionaire though?
Yeah, dude. I watched the first season or the first episode. I kind of wanted to be like, man, this is fucking real.
Dude, that was the best reality show of all time. I'm sorry. I watched that with my mom and my grandmother. Rest in peace. We like watched the shit out of every episode because I was thinking, in my head, I was like, this is so fucked up but so genius. Because if you guys don't remember, Joe Millionaire, he was this rugged-looking dude who was just like a construction worker, right? But he was handsome as fuck. Mm-hmm. So they bring all these girls on, and they do a bachelor show.
It was such a catfish, though. It was such a catfish show.
But reversed. I
liked it. I liked it because it's like you got to expose some fucking gold digging hoes.
Yeah, they tell the girls on the show that are competing for his love and affection. I can't believe we're having this conversation right now. But they tell the girls on the show, they're like, this guy is a multi-millionaire. He's rich as fuck. So the girls are oh my God, I want this. And then at the end of the show, whoever wins, he picks the girl, she wins, and then afterwards he has to be like, by the way, I make $12.97 an hour.
It was so good.
This is a fine wage, but he's not a millionaire.
I wish that motherfucker had been real, because I've been like, man, you've been exposing a lot of bitches out there, real bad girls.
Yeah.
And, you could even do it. You could even do it. I don't know, not Joe Millionaire, but you could call it Vanessa Millionaire. I don't know, or whatever, to make it on the opposite side to be fair, because there's dude gold diggers out there for sure at the same time. But yeah. Somebody said it will never hold a flame, and I remember that show too. By the way, I watched the shit on it. Flavor Flav was funny as shit, and I also remember watching Tila Tequila. But the only reason I remember watching that is because she was hot and she was bisexual, and she had a good combo of both.
Combos, pizza flavor.
She did, man. She had combos while she was doing it.
All right, let's get this last vote out of the way. Not last vote, but the last to the last, and then we'll take a pee-pee break because I know we both gotta expel our bowels. Our pee-pee valve.
We're gonna get dicks. Such a rumor, or not a rumor. It's just gonna be like an internet fact about us one day. They're gonna be like, by the way, I love their live streams. They seem very energetic and happy, except they piss a lot. These motherfuckers have the goddamn bladder of a fucking camel.
Motherfuckers were on here last time being like, hey guys, how many piss breaks tonight, huh? And I think if we get away with two piss breaks tonight, then you guys got to give us some credit, man. That was pretty good.
We've been hanging in, man. We've been hanging in.
Yeah.
Ryan Strom for a long time. That shit been coming out of my ear.
Ryan Strom says, hey guys, sorry I'm late, so I hope you all are having a great night. We love you, Ryan. Thanks, man. No worries. The playback is there for everybody who showed up late. But by the way, the worst thing is, you guys should ride to a concert with us. We go to Nashville or something for a concert. We always, have a sober driver, but then we get a couple 12-packs in the back seat.
Now, don't be lying to the folks out there. You drive yourself drunk as fuck across the lines and be
with a bottle of Jameson.
Yeah, I give me zombie music coming out the fucking
grab a
set player.
Burn through my witches and drag. I'm like, it's great. I got so many ideas, guys. No, but you're like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective with a bottle of Jameson, just driving around in a car. Yeah. But no, we get we'll get a 12-pack of Coors Light and just drink it in the back seat in McDonald's cups, and it's every corner. It's I gotta pee. Hey, I gotta pee. It's we're gonna be late for the fucking opening act. All right, let's do this.
I like how Black Hat Horror said, "Ha ha ha, sober driver." Who's lying to who?
Who, man? Who?
No, he didn't say it, but yeah.
All right. If you guys are ready, the call sign. Is it my turn?
Yeah, Courtney said he's ready, by the way.
Okay. Is it my turn for the call sign?
Yeah, it's yours.
God, I feel like I'm so under pressure here. I'm going to go.
It sucks.
That's going to be the call sign.
Herman right when he jacked off in the theater. That's exactly the orgasm sound that he made.
No, actually, the call sign is just going to be.
That's the call sign. That's closer to what happened.
Yeah. It's I just can't.
And then it's on TMZ.
All right, so when I say you're gonna vote. You're gonna either type in Fright Night or you're gonna type in From Dusk Till Dawn. This is a good one. This is a damn good one. So right now, everybody, start voting.
It makes me feel nasty, dude.
It makes me feel weird.
Get out my fucking ear. Get out my fucking ear.
You're cross-eyed Start voting now. Dusk Till Dawn or Fright Night, Jay? That is fucking tough, dude.
I know.
What do you pick?
But I already got mine.
Tell me. Tell me about
all goddamn day long, dude.
I'm not surprised.
I gotta go with the Quentin Tarantino sexiness, man. I gotta go with the Robert Rodriguez fucking directed movie that is not only put such a badass tale of a vampire hunting crew that didn't set out to be one. They didn't set out to be one. They were just bank robbers. But you also got the introduction of a sexy fucking tribal tattoo on George Clooney himself that every dude after they saw that movie tried to go get one, and then they regret it to this day. But you know what? That movie had great dialogue. It had great fucking action sequences. It had horror elements in it. It had comedy in it. Like, dude, that movie, it really did feel organic. Like, it felt organic in a way that Fright Night actually felt like a movie. You know what I mean? Like, when I say organic, like what Dusk Till Dawn, meaning organic, was that it felt like when you were watching it, like, that shit can maybe fucking happen on Ghost Adventures. I don't fucking know. Like, maybe that shit could actually happen. Like, these dudes were just going to go down to, Mexico and make a drug deal, a deal with money for the what they stole in the bank.
Yep.
And they wind up at the Titty Twister, which is the greatest name of all time for a strip club, the Titty Twister. And then they get caught up in this fucking supernatural element, and they're blasting and casting all sorts of shit. And dude, it goes, and then you have a redeeming factor with George Clooney. You literally have in a short kind of span of a film, you have George Clooney redeeming himself. Like, he's a bad dude, but kind of good, but kind of an asshole. But he
doesn't really redeem himself.
No, I mean, he doesn't go join the Catholic Church or anything. But I mean, he fucking comes back with a little bit of humanity in him.
Yeah.
Especially when he gives the girl Juliette Lewis the fucking money.
Yeah, but dude, I'll say this: like, all right, Fright Night to me is a more complete movie. Like, from Dusk Till Dawn, the first 65% of the movie is just so badass and so cool. And then they get to the Titty Twister, and then the vampire stuff happens. And then it kind of gets a little dumb. Like, as much as I love that movie. I mean, I think the first half of Dusk Till Dawn might be the coolest movie of all time. Cool. Like, it's that fucking cool. That being said, the second half of the movie, when everything goes shit and haywire, after that crazy scene with, Sex Machine and all that stuff like that, it does go downhill a little bit for me. It gets a little dumb. As much as I love that movie, I think A Fright Night is the more complete movie. I think it's got more structure to it. I think it works better overall. I think that it's got the characters, like the whole way the movie works, the comedy. I think it's got a little bit more of everything in it. At the end of the day, I will say that I'm going to pick Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
I know what you were doing. You were giving some love. You were giving some love to your first car that you ever owned. But like, bitch, there's a Charger over there that's brand new off the lot, and I gotta drive it.
But I think that Fright Night's a better movie. Like, I really do. I think Fright Night is a more complete, better, more.
Well, that would be your choice then.
Movie, but come here for the hottest fucking takes. Like,
come
this
hither.
is a more
come
good.
Hither for it.
Yeah, come here for the hot, really deep takes. Like, this is a more good movie. But no,
it just doesn't.
That's still Dawn. Just man, I can't get rid of it.
Dude, it's so weird though, because you're telling me like this is a more complete movie, but I like this other one better.
I am. It's the truth though. I think that's fair. I mean, the other one is a more complete movie, but when I pick which one's my favorite, I'm like, if I had to delete one from history forever, which would I delete? And the truth is that I found Dusk Till Dawn first, even though Fright Night was earlier, and it just. Dusk Till Dawn was just a wild summer fucking weird ass
because
movie,
honestly,
man.
up to that point, and the real reason why I like that movie so much, up to that point, dude, I had not seen because it felt like a Western kind of movie, like a Western movie, like a Western outlaw kind of movie dealing with a vampire plague.
Yeah.
I had never seen that shit before.
Well, to me, it's so ballsy. Like, it's a ballsy movie. Like, it doesn't give a fuck what you think.
And yeah, exactly. And I think somebody called it out here correctly. Seth Gecko was an anti-hero. Mm-hmm. Like, he was that could have been DC Vertigo. Like, that fucking whole movie could have been DC Vertigo, man. And like, I don't know, like, again, Fright Night is a great movie, and yeah, you're right. It's a lot more polished. It's a lot more of an actual cinematic film based on a vampire genre. But dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you said it right.
Stop voting.
Dawn says "fuck you" and breaks the rules and goes and does their own thing.
Yeah. I think that's the thing too. Like, Dusk Till Dawn, I think that's why maybe that's why it just stands out a bit more to me, because they really just don't That movie doesn't give a shit. When you got Quentin Tarantino doing the really nasty, fucked up shit that he does, you know what I mean? Like,
and you got Robert Rodriguez on the directing end of that.
Yeah, and Harvey Keitel as this just like this, the RV
great,
driver.
and Tom Savini and Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, man, it was just it really does it goes to crazy fucking town, but it makes it a less complete movie and it gets a little too wacky, but at the same time, it's almost charming because, again, that movie just doesn't care what you think. It's going to do some wild shit.
I believed it. I was watching, I was like, yeah, that shit could happen.
That movie puts you don't know. It puts its snakeskin boot up against your throat and tells you to go fuck yourself if you don't like it. I mean, that's just what it does.
Quentin Tarantino, when he had those guys, like, I would do that for you if you want me to. Will you ask me back at the hotel? I would do that for you.
I keep wanting to say that scene, and I can't think of how it goes.
Yeah, but he's like,
Richard, would you eat my pussy for me?
When you ask me back at the hotel, I would do that for you. Like, dude, that is so cringy. That scene specifically.
Yeah.
Because she was like, Richie, would you do me a favor to eat my pussy?
Yeah, I know, dude. It feels so wrong.
Oh shit! Like, holy fuck! Like, I just walked in the girl's bathroom and now I'm stuck here. But it was so cringy, but at the same time you couldn't look away. And again, it was so well delivered and so well done. Yeah. Quentin Tarantino, how he delivered that line, and he really does set up Richie as one of the most disgusting, like, perverted kind of bad guys that's been out there for like ever.
Richie Work in the chat said Cheech and Chong from Cheech and Chong outside the bar yelling LOL. See, now that's something I actually didn't like about it. Like, I just remember watching that when I was younger. The Cheech thing. When he's sitting outside the thing and he's just saying pussy and pussy, pussy over and over again and just being nasty as shit. That's one of the things I didn't like about it. I'm like, it's just, I don't know, it was just like, to me, it was just like too much. I liked where the movie was going. I wanted it to go somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was just because the bar is so over the top. The fact that you have these like LED bulb like titty twister things going on that bitch's nipple, and you have this guy going about all this pussy. He's like, if you can fuck pussy any for like less than this, fuck it.
Yeah, I still don't like that scene. I don't know why. It weirds me out. But I will say this: Desperado is one of the greatest films that has ever been made. I just want to talk about Desperado for some weird reason right now. I'm looking for a man named Butcher.
I always like. It was weird that Cheech was in that movie and Chong wasn't.
Yeah.
Was he in jail? Wasn't he in jail? Maybe he was in jail. Because I know he went to jail for something. But
I know the sequels all weren't very good. I never watched them.
Chris says a little too Rob Zombie.
I get that. I would hate.
I don't think it was even close to Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie would have done a lot nastier things with that dude.
I can see what he means though. I would do if Rob Zombie remade Dusk Till Dawn. I just wouldn't watch it. I just would not watch it. You know what?
It would just be Sherry Moon Zombie leading. It would be Devil's Rejects meets fucking Dusk Till Dawn's vampires. But my point being is like, look, only Robert Rodriguez and the combined efforts of Quentin Tarantino doing that film, you'd cast somebody like George Clooney who believe there's no motherfucking way that Rob Zombie would have landed someone like George Clooney. None at all. He'd be like, nah, man. Like I seen this movie before. I'm good. You could take your Motel 6 fucking movie and move it down the road.
Motel 6 movie. Vinny C says, why do vampires love the movie Twister? Because they're fans of the.
Because they suck.
No, it's because they're fans of the suck zone.
That's a good one. I was like, because they suck.
It was close.
Okay, so we got the results in. Thank you, Courtney, for that sexy gift with the Selma Hayek with her boobies. And she's like, "You will lick dog shit from my heels." So we have From Dusk Till Dawn. It was actually closer than we thought. From Dusk Till Dawn comes in with a kidney punch and hits them. They're down for the count at 78, and Fright Night at 74. 4 votes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 votes.
Wow. Dusk Till Dawn wins by 4 votes and a nail biter. And a neck biter. I'm dying inside. Slowly.
I really like being mediocre.
you later with the...
That's like... That's what happens if you see those like new shows when somebody says something that's like not really funny, but you like do that fake. Anyway, what's weather report like next week?
Ricardo Diaz says, so no one's going to mention Sex Machine. We said Sex Machine. We used the Can't Hardly Wait version.
Savini, man. Yes, Tom Savini.
Sex Machine. That was.
By the way, I'm gonna tell you this right now, straight up. I think that
gay.
Tom Savini, as an older gentleman that he is, has the best fucking body rocking.
Dude, that guy's like fucking. How old is he?
He's 70. He's in his 70s.
Fucking ripped.
I know, dude. That guy, and he's so passionate about what he does, and he's so like, warm and embracing. To have people to come over and talk to him about his old movies and stuff like that. He's such a cool guy. Love to meet that guy one day. He's like, without a doubt. I love Sex Machine. I love the whole fucking character. The awesome guy. Like, he's just cool, man. Like, I don't know. Like, but that's the guy you remember. You remember Sex Machine.
Yeah. You know what, Jay? For all the shit that I got today from people on the seedings for these, like, oh, you should have included this movie. Oh, this movie should have been ranked higher. Oh, this movie should have been there and that, which is good. It's fun. That's what we talk about movies for. It's all good and fun. I got to pat myself on the back a little bit, Jay, because we have a number 1 seed versus a number 1 seed. We got the Lost Boys versus From Dusk Till Dawn coming at you as soon as we release.
That's badass. That's a great fucking.
Platters.
That's a great matchup, man.
That's really good.
That's some good shit.
I'm having a hard time thinking about who I want to win.
No, fuck you. You don't pat yourself on the back. This is the fucking voters. They did that.
I'll take the seeds. I'll take the seeds.
Put that seed where it belongs in your mouth. No, man. You guys brought it here. You guys brought chalk right down the fucking lane. And now we're going to have a chalk fight. Hey, man. Hey, that look. If you ever get arrested, in Nashville, that's the face you got to make when they take your fucking shot.
All right, you want to do that? You want to go pee-pee? Pinky? Huh? Pinky want to go pee-pee?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll go pee. I'll be back.
Okay. See you in a second, baby cakes. Thanks for that blowjob you gave me last night. It was wonderful. He even, like, cupped the balls. It was great. Yep. That's how Daddy likes it. What the fuck's going on right here? Hey, what's up, Zach Cornett? I'm not going gray, my friend, or impersonating Nancy from Nightmare when she gets a gray state of hair. I dyed my hair purple. Memphis dyed her hair purple, my daughter, my 10-year-old, and I dyed my hair purple a little bit just to, give some support. And that shit washed right the fuck out. And now it looks like that. But I kind of dig it. Call me brogue, is what I tell people. And I also scare old ladies at the post office. So it works out. Oh, man. Pip in the body, says Gabriel. Hey, Miss J joined Patreon. Thanks. That's fucking awesome. That's rad as shit. You guys make the biscuits. You guys make the biscuits, man. The Patreon people really keep the shit going. To you. To all of you. Deep into the night. Deeper and deeper. Jonathan Nichols asked Mike Favre or Rodgers in their prime. Rodgers is the more talented, but I would take Favre over anybody any day of the week. Because for me, it's not about talent. It's about heart. And Favre had more heart than anybody in the league. He's the toughest football player of all time. And he's the funnest football player of all time to watch. He broke my heart a lot. But he also made me feel real good. Like Halle Berry and Monsters Ball. Like Billy Bob Thornton made Halle Berry feel in Monsters Ball. Make me feel good. And he did. He did. Andrew said, my mom flipped when I dyed my hair blonde. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone all the way. I wouldn't look good as a blonde. I would just look weird. I would just look weird. Fuck you, Dosey Lazo. I'm kidding. I love you. I hate the Saints, though. Sean, you shut your goddamn hole. Favre would have been pantsless right there with you, you son of a bitch. He would have done it. If it had not been for this goddamn Saints breaking his ankle. Look, guys, I'm a duck pill platypus. I swallowed it down the wrong hole. This is Class A quality entertainment. Church says, why does Jay hate me? I don't know. Why does he hate me? Good God. I don't know what that means. Ricardo Favre made my life in 96. That's what happened. It was the greatest things of all. It's not frosted tips, JC. I was actually afraid of that. Like when I was looking at it, I was like, fuck, it looks like I got my Ben Affleck frosted tips. I was like, that's not what I want it to look like. I don't want it to look like I frosted my tips. Like Ben Affleck and Daredevil. Gurmania says, I started watching y'all when y'all had 15K subs. Now you're over 100K. Has Wham affected your personal lives? Yeah. It's affected my personal lives in the greatest of fucking ways. It's been the best thing ever for my personal lives because this channel has become, aside from my kids and my marriage, the one of the most important things in my life. I wake up and am excited to go to work. I'm excited to bust my ass to make it everything I can possibly make it. And every day, despite whatever happens in the world or around me or is happening, I have this channel to work on and grow and try to help people with and help us with. And it's the greatest gift ever, man. It's amazing. So it's affected me. Yeah, it's affected me in bad ways too. I've had some weird shit fucking happen with some weird shit weirdos, but fucking pales into comparison to how great it's been. I'll tell you that. It's been fucking awesome. It's been a dream. It's been dreamy. So I love you guys. I love everyone here. And I would take you all into my bunk tonight and sexualize you if I could. And I can. That's the most important thing. Mercury80 says, Mike, what did you think of the Kilroy is Here trailer? I love Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith so goddamn much. He's like a pillar of Jay and I's humor. It comes from Mallrats and Clerks and all that shit like that. But that being said, I thought that movie looked kind of just cheap. But I'm excited to see him do a horror movie and just go balls to the wall with it. I just think, I don't know, man. I think Kevin Smith has it in him to continue making movies as great as Clerks and Mallrats and all those movies. And I think for some reason he's afraid to really try. I think he wants to do really, really wacky shit. To just kind of like, that's like, I was trying to be dumb and weird on purpose so I can hold the critics away. That way, if I really, really try to do my absolute best work, they can't really hurt me. And that sucks for him that he has to deal with the critics so much for that to happen. But I think he's actually afraid to try to do his best stuff. And he tries to do really wacky, dumb, crazy, over-the-top shit so that he can just be like, hey, it was wacky, cheap, dumb, and over the top when everybody shits on it. And I think that comes from a place of having his work that he really, really loves being shit on by people for so many years. But I just went really deep into my thoughts psychologically on Kevin Smith, and that's probably not fair to Kevin Smith, but I don't know, man. I think he could do a little bit better. But I am excited to see the movie. I love all his work either way. That was a really deep Kevin Smith answer. Apparently I've had a lot of Mountain Dew tonight. You know what I mean? Apparently I've had too much Mountain Dew. Church said he made it with film students. So that's pretty cool. That's rad as fuck. Gabriel said Mike McCarthy versus Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship. Look, I don't want another NFC Championship. I want a fucking Super Bowl. I'm tired of NFC Championships. God damn it. When's it going to be my time?
What?
It's my time right now to pee. Red State was dope.
Go get it done.
I'm going to do it. It's going to feel nice. And when I get back, we're going to do the championship.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been waiting all goddamn season. Not really. I've been waiting since last night. I'm glad, it's really cool though. Like so many of you guys are stuck around and hang out with us. There's been a lot of weird talks and shit like that, but so happy, so fucking awesome that you guys have. So thank you for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. A second ago, he said, I'm just laughing at your name, man. He said, Jay, how's your head? Hope you feel better. Yeah, it's all good. No, what happened was, it's so fucking strange, man. Like, I put the earbud here, and then it was just like this boom, 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 kind of fucking feeling. Like I was in the middle of, like, solving the crime in Seven. Like, I don't know what's going on, but then it's all gone now, so. Vinny, that is definitely something that I will talk to Mike about. I found footage Friday night fuckstick fest for a found footage matchup would be pretty cool. I would be down with that. That'd be pretty cool. I think that Paranormal Activity probably, Paranormal Activity probably will win the day. There's some really good found footage movies though, for sure. You guys are talking about Eli. Thanks, Jeffrey. He says your room is sweet. I tried. Thank you so much. Marco says, Jay, do you think Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, or his career is a bit short to get him to the Hall of Fame? I think that, look, I think Hall of Fame, I don't know. He probably will get there, but I think that I'm sure he will at some point. But I think Eli Manning is one of those guys, like, he was in the right spot. He had a good team. He had a great coach. And he made some clutch plays, no doubt about it. Like, Eli, I love Eli Manning. Like, Eli Manning, I really do love him a lot. But I feel like Eli Manning was so dumb sometimes that he didn't know if he was winning or losing in an NFL game. You just look at that motherfucker's face. Like, they don't know if they're up by 2 touchdowns or he's down by 3. Like, he just looked the same every time. So he's like, I got this. It's all good. So I don't know. I mean, I hope so for him. I hope he gets in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he'll get there. But Brooklyn Battle Royale says, Jay, come on, wax poetic. Like, there's not much. I'm not gonna wax poetic about him. Like, I think he was a solid quarterback, but I don't think that he was an all-time great either. I just don't. I think he was a solid quarterback. I think he was solid. And look, if I looked at that guy's face, that dumb, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if these shoes fit right face that he makes in the huddle. I'd be like, you know what? This guy is either going to lead us to victory or he's going to, like, shit the bed. But at the same time, goddamn, his brother's Peyton. Sutter says, hey, Jay, I think Kurt Russell should be a hero in vampire movie. He would be badass. Yes, that would be amazing. I think that, honestly, I know it's a stretch, guys. I get that. But in Big Trouble in Little China, I almost feel like Lo Pan was kind of like a psychic vampire in a way. And he was the hero. Jack Burton was one of the best characters he ever played as Jack Burton, sir. I think he would be great as the hero in a vampire movie. Honestly, if they recast, if they ever do a Blade remake or something, and they put somebody else in there, he would be a great Whistler. I think he would be a really good Jay. Carrie, what happened to your other headphones? They're still around. I chose the earbuds because I feel like it would be easier for me to be able to, because I got a microphone, so I feel like, it's easier for me to have this one, George Michael loop hanging down instead of the headphones. But maybe I don't know. It's not working out because I got a headache because only one earbud works. So, yes, man. Richie works as Bill and Ted Face the Music. I cannot wait. That's September 1st. You guys gonna watch that? So it's obviously they're gonna release it in VOD, is what they said. It's VOD and movie theaters, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're banking on the VOD. R. Grimes says, Jay, what do you think Dr. Loomis would say to Walter White or Jesse? It would say, one says bitch a lot. You say bitch a lot. Are you talking about your mother, or you're talking about your past experiences and relationships? Maybe you're the bitch. I don't know. And Walter, goddamn, you should have shaved your head a long time ago. You're Heisenberg. But you also have got kind of an ego because you say my name. Goddamn. Yeah, man. I cannot wait for the Bill and Ted movie. I am so psyched about that. Mike and I got to get together and figure out how we can do that. I would love to do, like, my idea would be to have like a live stream viewing, not a live stream, but like kind of, I guess, like a live viewing of the film for the first time, and with all you beautiful fuckers watching it with us. That would be amazing. But I don't know how that works. I don't know if there would be some kind of issue with copyright. I don't know. They were talking about like Bill and Ted Face the Music because it comes out on September 1st on VOD. Yeah. And I was telling him, I was like, it'd be really cool to have some kind of idea how you and I could watch that together live with them.
That would be dope as fuck.
I mean, of course, not everybody's going to want to pay the $20 or whatever it's going to charge for the VOD.
Yeah, but
that would be really cool.
We could do that though, man. If you want to come over, it's actually they moved it up to the 28th of August, so it's going to be.
Oh shit, that's going to be this fucking month.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be on Friday the 28th when it comes out. So I'd be down to do that. That'd be fun as fuck.
Dude, yeah, that would be really cool, man. Because we've never seen the movie before, and to watch it live with you dudes and dudettes, that would be fucking stellar.
Yeah, man. Black Hat Horror said, "Say toy boat 5 times fast."
What?
He said, "Say toy boat 5 times fast." Toy boat. Toy boat. Fuck. Toy boat. I can't do it, dude. You try it.
Toy boat.
Yeah. 5 times.
Toy boy. You know what happened? Because you went first, and now I'm already fucking like infected. Toy. Boat toy.
I got it.
I can't even reverse that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is it. Toy boat.
Man, you got a fucking hardcore fan in this. Michelle is like all about.
What's up, Michelle?
Girl. I swear to God. Girl. He's just a little Latin boy in a dress.
Girl.
Just a little Latin boy in a dress.
Toy boat. That's the best it's gonna get. That's the best it's gonna get.
You got to slow that motherfucker down like you're using the time stone from Infinity Gauntlet. Toy boat.
You stopped.
Huh?
You stopped.
No, because I can't do it.
Toy boat.
I accept defeat.
Toy boat.
You know what? You sound like a British actor. You sound like a British actor trying to do an American accent.
the Human
I
Torch.
I can't do it correctly, sir.
Sean Davis says, Mike, whose man juice stained your hair? Jay or Favre? Go Birds. They shall rule the league for years to come. Viva la mediocre. I mean, wham. Long live mediocre wham. My hair jizz is a combination of Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. They got a new song out, by the way. It's badass. Brett Favre and Mel Gibson. They all came in my hair, and now I'm from the future.
Wouldn't that be great, though, if that happened? Would you ever wash your hair if they all just came in your hair?
No.
Mark Hoppus, Travis Barker, Tom DeLonge, even though he's not really with the band anymore.
I would save some and inseminate it into my butt.
Yeah, you put it in a bottle.
All right, let's finish it. On that note. On the weird.
Yeah, we're losing fucking viewers really
fast.
We're talking about like coming in each other's hair.
Inseminating your butt, dude. Fuck. All right, the finale.
By the way, you got to send Michelle like a fucking fruit basket.
I love you, Michelle. I love you long time.
Holy shit.
Thank you. I need it. I need the love.
Yeah, apparently so.
I need it in my bones, in my boots. All right, so the final. This is gonna be good. The 2-1 seeds, because I'm such a good picker of seeds, is gonna be number 1, the Lost Boys, versus number 1 from Dusk Till Dawn. Jay, what's the call sign gonna be for the finale?
Okay, what were the 2 ones?
The Lost Boys versus From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay. I think the call sign should be everybody be cool. You be cool.
All right. Ready?
I can't do I mean, I know that sounded as corny as fuck. It's like I just dressed up as fucking the Gecko Brothers. Like, I'm going to do this right.
I liked it. It was good. All right, so everybody, we're getting ready to vote. When you vote, type in The Lost Boys or type in From Dusk Till Dawn for the best vampire movie of all time. Ready?
Okay.
Say it.
Everybody be cool. You be cool.
Vote now.
I mean, you can't get sexier than fucking George Clooney saying that, man.
No, it's
like right away. I mean, you question your sexuality.
It's pretty great.
Like right away.
It's pretty great, man. But what are you gonna pick?
Okay, so out of these two, geez, man, Louise, like it really comes down to, for me, they're both amazing films. They're both like over the top great. I think it comes down to what would you watch over and over again. Like, what would you watch if you had a choice between the two? It's October, and you're like, man, I want to watch a really cool vampire movie. Would you pick Lost Boys or would you pick Dusk Till Dawn? I think, honestly, at this point, I would pick I'd pick Lost Boys, and I'm only gonna say, like, listen, I love Dust. Like, like it's up there, man. Like, it's one of my favorite, not just vampire movies, but just one of my favorite movies of all time, for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Again, the sexy tribal tattoo, George Clooney, fucking Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, Juliette Lewis, all these, Harvey Keitel, such an amazing group of actors creating a story, like again, like an old Western vampire movie. I don't know, it just had something, and a great soundtrack too. But the Lost Boys, man, like, it's pure vampire movie, but it's also got like a rock and roll element to it that I think is sorely missing from any other vampire movie I've ever seen. Like, it's got like an edge. It's got an edge to it, man. Like, I don't know. It's like, who's your favorite boxer? Fucking Evander Holyfield or Tyson? Well, I mean, if you had known the outcome, you would have picked Evander Holyfield, but you didn't know Tyson was going to bite that motherfucker's ear off. So, like, Mike Tyson is Dusk Till Dawn, and Evander Holyfield is he's Lost Boys, dude. I don't know.
Don't vote twice, by the way,
man.
guys. No voting twice. If you vote twice, your votes won't count.
And you got Tim Capella, and man, you got so many. I feel like the Lost Boys gives you so many nostalgic feelings that you can look back on and feel those feelings like a lot more. Even though Dusk Till Dawn is cooler in a lot of ways, but I'm sorry. The Lost Boys has like the nostalgic feel overall. Yeah. Like, it just puts you there. It puts you there.
It's a tough choice, but I'm going to go Lost Boys too, because as much as Dusk Till Dawn, and again, I go back to the same thing, the opening 70% of Dusk Till Dawn, so fucking good. I don't think it lands the way I would have liked it to land, even though the whole movie's good overall in the end. But the Lost Boys is just, it's a weird fucking movie that could not ever be reproduced. Like, it's got,
they tried.
It's got there's something, it's got that glow. It's just got something about it, man.
Got that glow.
It's got that glow.
Your body knows.
It's just, it's weird, man. Like, it's strange. It's got this strange, it's got a goth feel to it, obviously. It's got a vampire feel to it, but it's also got that St. Elmo's Fire type Joel Schumacher-ness to it. Yeah. It's got this fun little monsters kid type story.
A coming of age story with vampires.
Yeah, with the Frog Brothers. It's got so many different elements in it, just stacked on top of each other and on top of each other. And a lot of people say, there's some people that say that it's an overrated movie, but I think it's got 10 different layers of awesomeness to it, man, and the soundtrack and the original music that comes with it, and it's just, I think it's the Lost Boys, man. I think it's strange to say that because it's, I don't know, like, you think of vampires, you think of like straight up vampire movies, the Dracula movies and stuff like that, but the Lost Boys just has it all, dude. It has it all.
I think it was the last, for me. It was always, it felt like the last pure 80s movie.
Yeah.
But like in horror, as far as like dealing with the vampire kind of
stuff.
It's
the Vampire Breakfast Club, dude.
And dude, it was one of, like, in my opinion, it might be Joel Schumacher's best. It really might. Yeah. It really might be. Like, I mean, dude, it had like lightning in a bottle. It had a really great cast around it, a great writer, a great director that saw it for what it could be. The first time the two Coreys had ever been on screen together, and they fucking rocked the shit out of it. Dude, the story with Corey Feldman talking about like how they told him to be more like Rambo, and he watched a bunch of Rambo movies, and that's why his character is so like over the top, corny, but it works.
Stop voting
for the fucking movie.
They probably sent his script to him in all caps. It's like, the Wolfpack's gonna get you if you don't read this right.
Yeah, and then he had to consult with his, like, I don't know, leather Buddhist god. I don't know what he does. He just seems weird. But at the same time, dude, like, yeah, dude, it just puts these 80s vibes in you that no other movie can really do. Like, other than like the Breakfast Club or something. Like, to me, it's like the Breakfast Club of vampire movies.
Bye, Chi-Town. Someone said shout out to Jarvis. Absolutely shout out to Jarvis. If you guys have been checking out those badass edits that he's
Jarvis
been putting
is a
out
sexy
there.
beast, man. Such a good guy.
Amazing
cool
dude.
Guy.
I love him. I love him in the face. But yeah, dude, I think it's Lost Boys for both of us. And Lost Boys to me was the number one overall seed. I hate to go chalk like that. You hate to, but the truth is the truth, man. I think it has.
It is what it is.
Multi-layered, like a fucking delicious Taco Bell burrito. Multi-layered awesomeness. Good. And I want to watch. Now that we've talked about it, I just want to watch it. I want to.
Yeah, dude. But both movies, you can put them in and have a good time with both.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like, you really can.
Can't go wrong.
You really can.
Yeah, can't go wrong. But I have no problem saying Lost Boys is the greatest. It feels weird coming off your tongue.
That double dildo. You can put them both in, both edges. It feels good either way.
It feels weird saying that Lost Boys is the greatest vampire film of all time, considering how deep the history of vampire films goes with Nosferatu and all that stuff like that. But I don't really have a problem with it.
Honestly, I think I think that a lot of people, I think generally speaking, overall, a lot of people would say that might be the best vampire movie of all time. I mean, certainly Kiefer Sutherland's character has been rated, I think. Like he was rated, I think, as the best vampire overall, like the best vampire overall, several times on several lists. So, and that's another thing. Kiefer Sutherland was fucking a god in that, dude. Like he was so fucking badass. He was cool as shit. I wanted to like hang out with him, but at the same time make out with him. And that really tells you something.
Touch it.
He looked like Billy Idol with fucking teeth.
He really fucking did. That's true. That's so true. Like I think you nailed it. Michelle says, Mike, when are you going to propose to Jay? The wedding should be on Halloween. I would marry Jay. Like, we should have a ceremony and be just heterosexual life mates. Like, even though, like, we are into chicks, we should have a man wedding, like a best friend wedding. Hey, why don't best friends get married? Like, I want to be your best friend for life.
Hey, Mike, what year is it?
2020.
Yeah, fuck that. There's so many fucking connotations and weird.
Oh yeah, you don't want to add to the confusion.
Yeah, it's weird. Like at that point, it's like you're complicating the situation.
Fuck you, man. I would marry you. Everybody would make us a cake, and we could get a registry, and we could get cool shit for the background.
Me and Mike are already married in our souls, man. We're like brothers, so it don't need to happen.
That's what someone should like. Let's start a best friend wedding movement. Let's just get like. Do we have to kiss though?
I mean, I'll kiss you on the cheek. But that's all.
No, instead we should high five like Predator, and you have to flex. You have to flex your muscle.
Like do that flex,
and they zoom into
each other's hands.
And I now pronounce the heterosexual life mates: Jay and Silent Bob, and then Mike and Jay. We can have our weddings together.
Somebody said Jay and not so silent Mike.
And then next it'd be Tango and Cash. Got to get married.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Like it's like new on Lifetime.
At the
Tango marries Cash.
Yeah, like in the future, at the end of all buddy cop movies, they'll have a wedding.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, man. Like listen, dudes and girls can be friends, and they can be heterosexual life mates, and they don't have to like be stroking in the bedroom together.
We could play swords in front of the crowd, like while they're all throwing like rice at us, and we'll just play swords while we're walking down the aisle.
It's so weird, man.
And we'll listen to "I Still Believe."
Hey, dude, that guy would be totally. If we were gay, that guy would be our fucking wedding guy. Like that guy would be the music choices. Because that motherfucker would do that for a Fig Newton.
Dude, point. I think we could make CNN. I think that could blow up the channel. If we actually have a best friend wedding.
No, dude. You know what that's going to be? That's
They're like two YouTubers get married.
In the army now. When fucking Pauly Shore and Andy Dick act like they're gay, so they don't have to go to fucking wherever. And he's like, all right, kiss him. He's like, is it hot in Chad? He's like, just do it.
We'll do whatever it takes. To stand everybody wants to copy us all the time, dude. Everybody wants to copy our shit all the fucking time. Dude, copy this. Like y'all want to copy us? Fucking marry your best friend.
That's true, man. You're not gonna get many of them. I'll do that just for that. Because I want to see how many fucking fake motherfuckers are out there. All right, so we got the results in here. I guess we gotta bounce out of this fucking conversation pretty quick. It's getting kind of weird. All right, so
tell me of Ohio, sir.
The Lost Boys.
Did he die?
They come in and bite the fuck out of the competition, feed them maggots, and then butt fuck them off a cliff. They have 117. And what was the
From Dusk Till Dawn, you piece of shit.
Well, I know because Courtney, I'm not as smart. He said FT or FDTD. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That means foot down. From Dusk Till Dawn has 32.
What?
It won't even close, dog.
God damn.
32.
32.
117 to 32.
Wow. We have our winner, my friends, by a landslide. The Lost Boys decimates the competition.
That motherfucker spanked them like they were stepchildren of a bitch they didn't like.
And so, officially, according to this mediocre YouTube channel, The Lost Boys is the greatest vampire film to exist on planet Earth.
Who said that shit? Wait a minute.
What?
Iron Wolf's like rigged. Ha ha! He said, I know he's not. I think you meant somebody else probably said that shit. He's like, stop blowing holes in my shit.
Of course, Halloween's
when
gonna
I hear
win.
that, I'm like, I was thinking like Jack Sparrow.
Of course, Halloween would win. That's a Halloween show.
Halloween's the greatest vampire movie of all time.
And the winner, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers wins. He's a vampire. But no. Yeah, look, you know what? The Lost Boys, maybe it is the greatest fucking vampire movie. You guys voted. You guys decided it. You beat the shit out of fucking From Dusk Till Dawn, and From Dusk Till Dawn made it through some heavy competition.
And honest to God, we agree. You and I agree. We think it's Lost Boys. Once you stack it all against each other, and the crowd thinks it's Lost Boys.
I would.
So
I'm not being an asshole about it. I'm not even fucking. I'm not trying to be cute about it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's cool because everybody else likes it. I honestly, genuinely think that The Lost Boys is probably one of the, maybe is the best vampire movie I've ever seen in my life.
The truth is the truth. You want to go to the library?
But I mean, number 2, yeah, I will. I'll go and look up fucking library. Maybe I would also put John Carpenter's Vampires up there on the list too.
Yeah, but it didn't even make it through the first round, the first tournament. So
I know, I don't give a fuck because that shit's rigged.
I knew you'd be pissed about that shit. But I was pissed that what we do in the shadows didn't make it.
It's not about us.
Yeah. Yeah, Maurice the Beast Vlog says your wedding theme should be Sanford and Son. The theme song to Sanford and Son.
Dude, that's a great. I wish we could get that.
We walked down the aisle.
Dude, I swear, if the opening of the videos had that fucking thing going all the time, that'd be like that's the perfect culmination song for all of
our pastor or whatever, like our officiant would be Ving Rhames, and he would open up the mic and he'd be like, "This ain't gay." Now, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But this ain't gay.
It'd be Church Jackson. It'd be Church Jackson doing the officiation.
2 males.
You know what? We'd have a Church Jackson as the officiator, and then we'd have fucking Derek B would be your man of honor. And Courtney Reed would be my man of honor.
He would be like, "No, does anybody object to this?" And someone would be like, "I do." He'd be like, "Fuck them."
We gotta stop talking about this shit though, because at some point someone's gonna be like, "Hey, let's all vote." Should Jay and Mike have an actual ceremony that happens on YouTube?
Free food and a registry. I would do it. I swear to God, I would do it. But you're sucking my dick. Katie Long, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Katie. She says, Mike and Jay, you make our Fridays fun and epic. Jay, can you do a Slender Man coming across Edward Cullen sparkling in the forest? Love your fucking faces.
Oh.
Yeah, Slender Man comes across Edward Cullen.
Oh. Okay. Hey, how you doing? You must be so happy. You out here sparkling in the sun. Your skin is shiny, Jay. What did you take? Oh my goodness gracious! You might have to go to the doctor. Your skin is shiny. It like bedazzled jeans on your face. Anyway, on this cliffside, though, you in deep thought. Here's a good thought for you. You should have Subway sandwich. Here, let me present this for me. Only half to give, but at the same time, you is sparkly. So maybe at the same time, this sandwich will become sparkly when you touch it. Is that the way that it works? You look like glitter bomb went off in your face, like maybe old firecracker or something like that. Let me tell you something. What's your name? Edward? Your name Edward? Well, you is weird, Edward. Don't be sitting on the cliff in the middle of sunlight and sparkling like a lighthouse in the distance. Because you is vampire. You like to suck blood and things like that. That is nasty. Me will tell you that right away. But now you is beacon. They will find you and they will stab you in your hole. So goodbye.
That was good. That was great. That was a great way to play us out, dude. Way to play us out. Where'd you go? What the fuck? All right. Sutter Gillette says, I'm ordained. LOL. I'll officiate the bro wedding.
Oh, man. We'll do it. Yeah. And by the way, Sutter, when you marry us, it should be, you need to go, Gillette, the best a man can get. Gillette. Yeah. By the way, he's a cool guy. I love Sutter Gillette, man. He's one of the coolest.
Yeah. You guys,
one of the coolest.
Sutter's awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, thanks, Will Nolder, for that. We really appreciate it, man. Guys, we love your fucking faces. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You guys make the channel what it is. You guys make Friday nights, and this shit's fun as fuck.
By the way, Vinny C said, you sound like you said blowed when you said blood.
Blowed.
You suck. You blowed.
So
I don't know what you did in your private time in the locker rooms with them werewolves. Blue. Yeah, I meant blood.
So next Friday night, we'll be back with the best werewolf movies of all time. So if you guys want to get really deep into that, get yourself watching some werewolf movies. If anybody's interested in joining the Patreon from a tier as low as $1 and up, on Monday night, we're doing a Patreon-only stream where we're reviewing 3 Patreon review request picks. So that's in the link below as well. And we're going to party on Monday night as well.
Good times.
And then next Friday, we're doing best werewolf movies of all time. The next week, I'll be gone, but the week after, we're doing vampires versus werewolves. Tell your friends, tell your mother.
But definitely be looking forward to that week that Mike's gone, because apparently me and Church Jackson are going to be rocking the shit down.
I'm going to walk shit.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to walk shit. Touch myself in my camping in Tennessee.
I've never really met Church in real life. I'd be like, huh?
Tennessee.
What do we do?
Tennessee. We love your fucking faces. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
You pieces of
Love
shit.
You.
I want to
love you.